Alright, what the fuck?
Let's see here.
You're just busy? Oh, okay. Alright, I thought I cut out or something.
Nope. Yeah, I was just
Alright, what the fuck?
clicking the buttons, making this stuff work.
You're just busy? Oh, okay. Alright, I thought I cut out or something.
Nope. Yeah, I was just. All right,
Nice.
good. We're live and everything is all set there.
Hooray.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
I am living...
I was just watching the...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. No, I was just saying, I want that wilderness cooking guy to
Oh, yeah.
and teach me his ways. I want him to teach me his ways.
He's a hell of a cook. Yeah, he clearly knows a lot of really good recipes too. But
I just watched the one video that you shared.
Like, the more you watch that channel, the more questions you end up having. Like, whose are all of these children? Where did they come from? Because there's a changing cast of children, and it runs from small groups of children to massive groups of children. And I think he feeds like a bunch of kids in the area. Maybe like they're
like all different neighborhoods,
orphans or something, or just poor kids or whatever. But there's like all these random groups of kids that he feeds, and it's like, where are these children coming from? Is he fucking everyone in town or what?
I don't know. It seemed to me like just from the kind of aerial shots and that, it seems like it's a relatively secluded village, like a decent sized village, but like kind of secluded.
Yeah, like way out in the fucking wilderness.
Not like maybe they just all take turns feeding like large groups of each other, like some kind of weird rotation.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like I said, the more you watch, the more questions you start to have about the kids. However, his skills and the food that he cooks and the way he videos it all is amazing. It's so fucking intriguing.
Yeah. You know, you should label them ASMR. Like, you should do like a separate channel where he just labels it ASMR, because it would work really well.
Yeah, there's no real like talking throughout the whole thing. It's just like the sounds of the cooking, and then at the end he'll always say like "superb." That's it.
Yeah, he just gives like a thumbs up. He like eats it, and then he like yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I do think it's interesting that he's got that old school like European style of drinking tea. Where you don't sweeten the tea, you take a mouthful of jam and you sip the tea through the jam.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was all about, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it used to be done in like Europe and Eastern Europe. Is they would because it was easier to get preserves than sugar for most people. So like, you wouldn't sweeten your tea. Sense. You would just have tea, and then if you had jam, you could drink the tea through the jam, and it would be like sweet. I'm sure people stirred it into the tea too, but like the proper way was to just take a spoonful of jam and strain the tea through the jam with your teeth or something. It's like a weird thing. I learned it when we were in high school, supposed to do a thing on like Russian nobility. The one where the teacher wanted all the fucking groups of like representing the different levels of Russian society to do like presentations, and ours was nobility, and we were the ones that were supposed to dance in front of the class as opposed to everyone else.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, both the girls in the class were like, "Yeah, we can't do this." Like, I'm like, I don't really fucking care. And so but everybody in my group was like, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. And I'm like, okay. And so I just told the teacher, I'm like, look, my group mates don't want to do it. They think it's unfair and unreasonable, and they're not willing to dance in front of all these people. And he was like, okay. And I'm like, we're happy to give the information over so that everybody gets what they need for the test. Not a problem. There just won't be any dancing. Because it's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking absurd. That you're gonna have like one group dancing in front of the rest of the fucking class for some fucking reason. Clearly for his own twisted fucking entertainment. Like, let's be real.
Right.
But it was one of those things where it was like, yeah, you can go fuck yourself, buddy, and I'll tell you to your fucking face in the middle of class. I've done that. I've done that another time. I did that in fucking my automotive class when I was in the JC. There was the automotive program I took had one class on diagnosing the what's wrong with the car. Arguably the most important class, right? The teacher was mentally fucking destroyed. And he would just start like fucking wandering off and not like he'd literally go from like, all right, class, here's a carburetor, and we're gonna look at the carburetors. And I had these blueberries on my pancakes, and fucking, and then by the end we're talking about like moon and how it affects the tides and fucking shit like that. And so the class would understandably be just fucking bored to tears and talking around the class and stuff. And he would eventually start yelling and screaming at the class. And at one point he was like, "You're all a bunch of fucking losers, you'll never amount to anything." And I stood up for the class and said, "You need to stop. Like, you see these people for one class out of the fucking week, every week, and this is absolutely across the line and inappropriate, and you need to get a little bit of control of your temper there, man. Like, that's not okay."
Right.
And that's how I got an A in the class without doing any of the work. He respected that I stood up and spoke to him like that in the middle of class.
He remembered?
He remembered, which was also surprising, but also respected that I did it. And we were, I shit you not, we were the 7th class in a row to write a letter requesting that they remove the teacher and bring someone in who actually could teach what they were supposed to learn. Because we didn't learn anything about diagnosing anything in cars the entire semester.
What the fuck, dude? Oh man, did you ever figure out if he ever got replaced?
I don't know. He had tenure. It was that was the problem, was the tenure thing. Tenure in college is a terrible system. It's really not there for the benefit of the students at all. It is there for the teachers to be able to do whatever they want without any consequences. And it's a terrible system. It needs to be removed.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like it's ripe for being wildly taken advantage of. Holy fuck, man.
That's how communism infiltrated and took over. Because it used to be they would just fire people for that shit. And then, like, because it's not relative to what they're supposed to be teaching. Like, because that's a problem with, like, communist indoctrination and, like, college and stuff is they're supposed to be teaching you, like, math and science and English and history and all the stuff they teach when they're doing these communist bullshit. It's lies. Yeah. They don't teach you anything that's actually true. Because if they taught you anything that was true, you'd never fall for the concept. No one with half a brain would ever think that communism was good or fair if they were actually educated properly and weren't lied to about how communism works. That's the thing. It's like cult indoctrination. Yeah. But anyway, it was very funny. Like, that teacher, like, finding out that 7 classes prior to that had all done the same thing and they'd done nothing. We were just like, oh, well, we're fucked. And the guy was like, but he's a really good guy. And we're like, look, that's fucking irrelevant. We're not learning what we need to learn and what we paid to learn.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't fucking care how nice of a guy he is. And here's a really sad thing. I was talking with some random guy I met at a dance class, and it turned out he'd taken that class 20 years prior to when I did. And he was like, that guy was the fucking best. He was on top of his fucking game. I mean, he taught everybody everything they could ever need. When I got ready to work in my shop, I was better than half the fucking techs there or something like that. And it was just like crazy to hear that, and it was so sad because, like, he wasn't a bad guy. He was just fucking, his brain was just cooked out.
He hung around too long.
He'd had some sort of heart problems and was on all sorts of medications and stuff that were fucking him up, and it was like really, really, really sad. But it was definitely one of those things where it's like, look, I'm not arguing that he's a bad guy. I'm saying he can't do his job. He needed to be in some sort of retirement home being cared for by people. He really shouldn't have been there, man. It was pretty fucking
Yeah, that's fucked up,
And
man.
I think they kept him there because he didn't have enough money to take care of himself without being in a retirement home, and he really, really didn't want to be in one. And it was just like I'm sorry, man. That's gonna happen to a lot of us. We're all like
Yeah,
a lot of us are gonna
it's
end up in retirement
unfortunate.
homes that we don't want to be in. You know, it's just
Yeah.
this shitty fucking. It's better than being fucking left out on a sled in the winter. You know, like
Hey, or floating away on an iceberg or whatever.
yeah, we it could be a lot worse. At least they're caring for us in some respect.
Right. Yeah, as long as like something like COVID isn't happening, it should be. And yeah, I guess that was really just New York where that happened. But yeah,
Oh
other than
man.
that,
Well,
it
I
could be
remember when
worse.
COVID was happening. That was the first year was when my dad was dying of cancer, and we were at the point where we were looking at putting him in some sort of like what do you call that? The care homes where you go because they know you're dying and like you're not going to make it, so they're there to make it easy for you to like as comfortable as possible for you to die without like pain and stuff. Hospice.
Mm, yeah.
They were gonna do
Yeah.
they were
Oh
gonna
yeah,
do
yeah.
hospice, and it was real shitty because they were just gonna like leave him alone in a room, right? So like they were telling us
Right.
like, oh yeah, we
Yeah.
could put him in hospice, but because of COVID, he would just be alone in a room and no one would be in there with him. He wouldn't have access or the freedom to talk to other people and move around the place. He'd have to just sit in a room alone. And there'd be someone that would come in and
Mm,
bring him like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and that's it. And they might check on him like once between meals.
uh, they never. Well, yeah. When my dad was dying, they did home hospice where they
Well,
would just
that's what
come
we
to the
did.
house.
Yeah, that's what we did because that was the other option was like he'd die in a box alone, and that was just I
Yeah.
fucking hate
Yeah.
him,
That's
but
just fucking
I don't hate him
cruel.
that much. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd have to be a fucking completely horrible fucking person
Oh yeah. As
to
abusive as he
deserve that kind of
was, and
treatment.
he was very abusive.
Yeah.
I would still not do
Yeah.
that to anyone. Not my worst enemy.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? The Patreon I fucking signed up for. Uh, that follows the MXR kid Henry and his girlfriend Jeannie is just it's so fucking entertaining. I'm so glad I signed up for it. Uh,
Yeah.
every time they switch back and forth between the people, the guy and the two different girls, Jeannie and the fucking girl Kai, and it really does look like he broke up with one for the other.
Right. Right.
Pretty clearly, like it's kind of hard to argue at this point, but it's so fun watching like the people just like flipping shit in comments and stuff. So entertaining. Because like I don't give a shit. Like that happens all the time, right? Like people break up and then fucking date around in like the friend groups or whatever. Like the fucking like they're running down a goddamn list or something. That happens all the time, right? Like I'm sure I'm not
Yeah.
the only one
Yeah.
who's experienced that. Where like some girl breaks up with your friend and then starts dating another friend or something, and
Oh
just
yeah.
like
Yeah,
that
for
happens all
sure.
the fucking time. And it's like I'm sure she's he's dating the girl that used to live with him, and because it was obvious she was fucking into him, like in the old videos. Like you can kind of tell when chicks are into dudes. Like dudes, they can't necessarily figure it out themselves, right? But you can always see it, like if you're on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
And
Oh
it was one of those things where it was like, oh yeah, no, she's definitely fucking into him, but like she's best friends with his fucking girlfriend, which means she's really, really into him. Because that's how women are. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
your friend is the one who wants to bang your fucking boyfriend. It's not like guys are the opposite for the most part, at least in my experience, where they're like, nah, dude, I ain't interested in fucking screwing around with my buddy's girlfriend. That's fucked up. until they've broken up,
Right,
and then you
right.
got the bro code. Is like, hey, are you okay with us dating? Versus like, oh, now's my chance to sneak in there, kind of thing.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I think Chris Rock had a thing about it way back. He was like talking about like how guys are like, man, my friend's girlfriend is all right. I got to find me a girl like that. And then like the women are like, oh wow, my friend's boyfriend is fucking great. I've got to have him.
Yeah. Fucking exactly, dude. Exactly.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Dude, I'm looking at the thumbnail for that one that you shared, the wilderness cooking guy. He didn't cook it that way at all. Like he set that up,
No.
the thumbnail.
Yeah, totally different.
It's fucking funny, dude. He set that up just for the thumbnail. That's fucking hilarious, dude.
Oh yeah,
God
the
damn.
channel's great. It's so fun. I'd
Yeah.
forgotten about it because it just stopped getting suggested to me. But I really
Oh,
enjoyed it.
right.
I'm gonna probably go back and watch a bunch of those episodes now that I hadn't seen before. But I
Mm,
used to watch it like all the
right.
time, and it was like, oh fuck yeah, dude.
God
All
damn.
right.
Oh, the video I shared about the crazy kid or whatever. It was too much for me to fucking type out. But yeah, I noticed it like after you said something because I had saw like some of the comments saying like this is fake, and then I went to like did like a Google search of it, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I see kind of a lot of shit about it. All
I
right, it
didn't
was kind
see
of late, so I wasn't
anything when I
paying
did
that
a
close
Google search.
attention.
Where did you find it?
Yeah, well,
I,
okay,
I
yeah,
only
give me a
saw the
second.
video. Was the
All
only
right,
thing
well,
I
I went
saw
back
about the thing. Yeah.
after I saw your comment. I went back and looked closer, and I realized like almost all the ones I saw about it were just other YouTube videos. There wasn't
Yeah,
any
yeah,
actual like
we're
articles.
based off of that, or we're that video is the only thing I
Yeah,
think. Some of the other stuff it looks like
yeah.
is legit. So that,
No,
like, because I did some Google
no, that's
searches
the
and I
other
found
thing.
some of the other stuff. No, no, no. Some of the other things are legit.
Yeah, no. Some I think some of it's legit, but I think
Yeah.
it's AI and it's fucking something up because one of the other videos was talking about this girl that was like pretty fucking young, that was somehow managing just by watching people and counting how many steps they took and all this other weird shit. And like, well, when they deviate from anything by whatever percent, then something's going to happen. And it was saying that she was like um, calling events like house burning down, like almost to the exact minute with whatever probability shit she had worked out. So it didn't occur to me even as I was watching it, but after you said that, and I went back and looked at the other one, and then I was like, yeah, there's no fucking way this fucking little girl was figuring this shit out just based on fucking what they're saying and
The
talking about how many
Caldwell
steps people
one.
took from one place
Oh, hey,
to the
what's up,
other.
Mr. Mad Metal Man? The Timothy Caldwell video. The one thing that got me was like it was in the 1800s and they weren't gonna hang an 8-year-old that fucking tried to kill his parents, and I'm like, yeah, they would. I'm like, they absolutely would hang a
Yeah,
kid. They'd hang
yeah,
anybody
yeah,
back in that fucking period of time. Come on.
yeah.
But the part that really
Yeah,
got
back
me was
then
the
there
end
wasn't
where
much
he'd like supposedly
the
put all
difference
these
between
hostages in
females.
like dangerous positions if they weren't immediately rescued to escape. I was like,
Right.
that's in too
Yeah.
many fucking shows and movies. Like I've seen that too many times. That's when I was like starting to really
Yeah.
question it,
Yeah.
and
No,
I was like,
I
no, I
completely
don't think this
fucking
is real. I mean, I could be
yeah.
wrong, you know.
Yeah. No. No. I think you're right. I didn't. I didn't when you first said it. Um. Where is it? Hold on. I gotta find it because there was another one on there. The one I'm talking about. Yeah. If you want to watch it at some later point, the one about the girl, because I didn't. As I was watching, I'm like, wow, that's fucking amazing. But then, yeah, after I saw your remark, I went back and checked that video, and I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. And then I was thinking about hers. I'm like, there's no way this bitch works shit out like that.
Yeah.
When
Oh
I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
about it,
yeah.
I'm like, there's no way because it was like, yeah, I was talking about how in this town that everybody else was freaked out that she could figure all this shit out, right? Which makes sense if that was real. That definitely would happen, especially at that whatever 1800s when it was supposed to happen. Um, God damn it, where's that other one? All right, but yeah, I'll try to find it. But yeah, it was fucking weird. And some of the other ones, there's a story about like four identical twin brothers that were somehow managing to pull all these fucking scams by pretending to be just one person that was spotted all of these different spots around town. I'm like, dude, this maybe, but probably not. Yeah, some of them are real. Like there's a Lizzie Borden one. The one about the two sisters, the twin sisters, like the
The
older.
Pollock
There
twins,
was
right?
two older sisters. Yeah, well, it was like a reincarnation kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
yeah. I
basically
saw
had
stuff
two
about that
sisters
on
that were
Google
not
when I looked for
twins.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that one was
Oh, the youngest
yeah,
hanging
again
was
the two
1915. The
sisters
kid was
that
15
died.
years old. Okay, so an 8-year-old might not be hanging.
Where the fuck was it? All right, maybe it was on one of the other channels. Maybe I'm on the wrong channel. I'm pretty sure it was the same one though. But yeah, no, that one seems to be legitimate. And then yeah, there's one about Lizzie Borden. So there's definitely some real shit on this thing, but there's a lot of it looks like there's a lot of bullshit. It looks like there's a lot of made up shit. All right, where the
Oh,
fuck
wow.
was
So,
it?
yeah, the
Dude?
youngest
This is really
execution was
fucking...
14. So maybe they don't fucking hang 8-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
That was the electric
Yeah, I
chair.
thought it was
Youngest
odd
hanging
that
was
like
15. Youngest electric chair was 14.
all right.
I think we should bring back the hanging,
Yeah,
though.
yeah. I wonder what they did do back then. Right.
Well, no,
Yeah, because again, if it was that fucking young.
Yeah. Well, the kid was 8 or something like that, or 8 or 9 in the story. But no, the kid was 15. Like he sexually assaulted an 8-year-old, and I'm like that seems reasonable. I think we should do that with all the sexually assaulting children people. Just hang them. That works for me.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's any
they won't do it again.
Situation. Yeah, well, yeah, it's one of those situations where one strike you're out policy I'm not completely objected to.
Yeah, hard to object
just
to
because of the recidivism rate for that kind of shit is very, very high. Yeah, sorry for the few that might never offend again. That might end up getting taken out early.
Yeah.
All right, so there, I posted the video I was talking about, so you can watch it and see if you find it to be bullshit or not. But I was like, yeah, again, as I'm watching, I'm like, wow, this is fucking amazing. But then, yeah, if you pointed that other one out, I'm like, oh yeah, how the fuck is she? Because she's getting into like the fucking minute. She's like predicting a fire. Like like within a minute of when it's happening. 3 or 4 days later. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, he's going to start there's going to be a fire. It's going to burn down his house and a few other houses. It's going to start around 8:44 p.m. because he's drinking more. And she somehow saw all that and fucking yeah. So I think it's the mixed bag on that channel.
Yeah. It's probably AI is scraping to find stuff, and when it can't find stuff, it's just making stuff up.
Yeah.
Or they just have it set to like put out. There's probably some reason for it. I'm sure. I don't know. I mean, it was an entertaining video, so hey.
Yeah. I'm going to be a bit skeptical. Yeah, they're entertaining, I guess, at the very least.
I enjoyed that story about Timothy Caldwell. Let's see, it's Liturgy of Fear is the name of it.
Yeah. So it looks like some good stuff mixed in. I saw one was about apparently railway workers that were feeding the dead workers to the other live workers, apparently. I haven't watched the video, I just came by it. Yeah.
Unintentional cannibalism is very common in history. Like, there's a lot of times when people have fucking fed people to other people. It's apparently a really good way to make money and dispose of bodies, so...
Yeah.
There was, what was it, oh, sorry, my bag's cracking here.
Yes.
I'm trying to see where we're at here. Let's see. Oh, fucking.
Yeah. The fucking. Go ahead.
I was gonna say ICE is starting to work on different ways to like fucking get people. You know, because like
Oh
and
yeah.
I think one of the things to remember whenever you're looking at these stories that they don't point out enough, I think, in the stories is number one, what these people are doing is criminal. They're interfering with like police. Um, and
Right.
number two, we're in the majority. The majority, the very much majority of the country wants ICE doing exactly what they're doing. So these like rioters and terrorists that are trying to harass and prevent ICE from doing their job, like they're very legitimately doing their job that everybody wants them to do. These are the minority that are trying to prevent this from happening, no matter what the fucking news makes it look like.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
it's
think that's
fucking
what they need
bizarre.
to emphasize whenever they're talking about this on like various different stories is like that. But I like that they were like they pulled up in a moving truck, the back of a moving truck, to fucking bust a bunch of fucking legals at
Yeah,
a Home Depot. And I'm like, that shit's
yeah, that
fucking
was pretty clever.
hilarious.
Hmm.
And then
Yeah.
the
Oh, and then
fucking
yeah,
company was
Penske.
like, "Oh, well, we want to make sure," and so they sent them a letter like, "You know, you're not allowed to have people riding in the back of it." And I'm like, "Yeah, do something, pussy."
Yeah, yeah,
Like, yeah,
Penske.
go ahead, see how that works.
Whoever's running things over there at Penske is not all that business savvy, apparently.
Like, yeah, if the government
If
does
you're
it,
going to piss
you're
off the
good fucking
government
luck
for
complaining
one.
about it. Oh
Yeah, pissing
man.
off the government and a majority of the citizens of the country. It's a really business savvy group over there,
Yep.
apparently.
Good choice. Good choice. Well, the thing is, like, I don't know why, but like
Yeah,
these companies seem to think that the press is like actually accurate, and it's like everybody, nobody pays attention to the fucking news anymore. Like, so many people have just stopped watching entirely
yeah,
because it's like total horse
yeah,
shit, and
yeah.
everybody
It's not
fucking
for
knows
facts.
this. So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, of course, if you go and start throwing
yeah,
your hand behind this leftist nonsense, this fucking communist bullshit, like you're gonna run out, you're gonna end up losing some
yeah,
business. I have a feeling I wouldn't be surprised if Penske starts fucking losing some business over that. They'll probably keep it quiet
yeah.
if they're
No doubt,
smart. They'll
man.
just stay the fuck out of it from here on out and be like, oh, we're not going to say anything anymore. We're just going to shut our ass up and fucking sell trucks and that's it. Oh,
Right.
so what was the deal with
Yeah, fuck.
the fucking, I don't know, whatever, the little fucking tranny it thing, throwing dildos or
Mm.
something on sports or whatever? I didn't have a chance to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, with the WNBA, there's people that started sneaking in dildos and throwing them on the court, and yeah, the players are apparently furious for whatever reason. Like I kind of get it, but the reaction is kind of outsized to what's happening, in my
Well, at
opinion.
least they have a fair
But the
point of being like, "Hey, you're sexualizing us, throwing dildos on the thing." Not that I mean, I think it's
mm,
dumb and kind of funny. I wouldn't be offended, but like at least
mm.
that,
Yeah,
like,
well,
cause you
again, it's
know,
not a whole. Yeah. Yeah, most of the women are in shape in that league, but I still wouldn't describe hardly any of them as attractive.
well, and it's not like powder puff
So
football or whatever where they're wearing like fucking lingerie or something. You know, they're out there in like shorts and t-shirts and stuff. They're
yeah,
not like trying to be sexy.
yeah,
So that's a fair
yeah.
point.
Dude,
I can see
the
being
funniest
offended.
part.
I just wouldn't be because I'm not a giant fucking wussy.
Yeah, it's outsized. I think to yeah, like I get being offended or like being kind of angry about it, but they're like making such a huge deal, like making sure these people get arrested and
If
fucking
people were
that kind
getting
of shit.
hurt,
Dude, the best part though.
then I would
Mm,
be genuinely
mm,
upset. Like if they were throwing the dildos and somebody was getting like
yeah,
slapped upside the fucking head real hard by a dildo and getting like a big ass bruise or a concussion or something. Yeah, oh yeah, then you definitely want them arrested. But
yeah,
you know, if
yeah.
they're
No, they're
just
just
throwing them
throwing
on
them
the
on the
court,
court,
like
dude.
who fucking cares? Like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure. Feelings are hurt. I don't. That may count nowadays. I'm really not sure if
I
that
think what
counts
they
as
should
actual
do.
injury.
Like I'm assuming that these are in stadiums where like they have cameras and stuff. Is
Yeah,
blast
I'm
that
not sure
person's
why, but
face
yeah,
all
yeah.
over the fucking the game or whatever, like,
Mm,
and be like, dildo thrower. This is a guy apparently got a lot of dildos to throw. Wonder why he has all these dildos. You know, just fucking make fun of him, make him public, make sure everybody knows that that's the guy throwing dildos on the fucking basketball court. And I guarantee you it'll
Yeah, I
stop
think
the
they would.
second
I
that
think the
people
guy
are
would
like,
probably be
oh
okay.
shit, that's not going to look good for me.
All right. Yeah. All right. So the best part for me was that there were sports books that were actually taking bets on like what color the dildo was going to be,
That's
on
fucking
the
funny.
color of the dildo.
That's
So
hilarious.
I haven't confirmed this. I haven't confirmed this, but the rumor is that the latest incident, the person that did it just placed a very large bet on a certain color, and then just brought that color in and was the one that actually threw it on the court. So he won a huge fucking bet. He got arrested and he'll get a slap on the wrist or whatever. Like, it's not a serious fucking, you know what I mean? It's not a super serious crime. So it was apparently very still financially beneficial uh, to place a big bet on what he knew the color was going to be, and winning at pretty high odds, I would imagine. Like any
Oh,
color,
dude,
I
yeah.
would
What
assume
if
it'd have to
if
be
you're
like
the one that's going to
15 to
throw the
1 or something.
dildo? Bet on yourself. Bet. Yeah, that's a good way to go.
Yeah, I would have someone else place the bet. It was kind of dumb if they actually made the bet themselves in their name
Yeah. Oh no, you want to be
and
careful
got
about
arrested
that. No,
for
no,
it.
no. Yeah, yeah. You definitely don't want it to be under your name for sure.
Yeah, and I don't. I think they made that mistake. So I mean, I'm pretty sure the sports book could get out of it on that on those grounds. But other than that, yeah, it's not the worst idea. Because again, I
I
can't
don't know
imagine
that
like
sportsbook could necessarily get out of it on those grounds so much as just from the fact that whoever it was probably didn't have the money to sue him.
right.
I'm pretty sure unless you explicitly state that if you throw the dildo, your bet is invalid. Legally, they could
Right.
probably get paid out, but like they can just do whatever they want because they have
Yeah.
lawyers and the other people
Yeah.
don't. So I think that's the more relevant.
Yeah, and that verbiage, yeah, sportsbook's been around forever, so there's a good chance
That
that
might be
kind of
in the
verbiage is
yeah, it
in
might be
the
in there too.
betting
Yeah,
pool. Yeah, I'm sure that's happened before, so
like you
that's
can't
probably
bet
in
if you
there.
have
But
direct
yeah, I'm like,
influence
dude,
over
just
the
have your
outcome.
fucking friend make the bet. Like,
Yeah.
even if you're splitting it, you're probably still making a fucking pretty decent amount of money.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, it's very simple. Just have somebody else do it for you. Yeah.
Yeah, and whatever the crime is, like I said, I'm sure it's not more than a fucking minor misdemeanor. That's not really going to fuck with you too much.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I would be vague on the specifics for any future employers, certainly.
I think you only have to
But
tell
beyond that,
felonies. I think you only have to disclose felonies. I don't think you have to disclose misdemeanors.
mm,
Because I mean, if you think
yeah, it's
about it, if
been a
you had to
while because I know
disclose
some of them
misdemeanors, you'd have
say
to talk
like,
about like every parking ticket and fucking speeding ticket, and
well,
if you go real fucking
those are
silly.
civil. Those aren't. Well, those are civil. Those aren't criminal though.
Is a speeding ticket
What
not
you're
a
talking like
misdemeanor?
parking tickets? That's not a criminal.
Oh well, maybe
No,
the
dude, it's
parking
a
ticket, but a
civil
speeding ticket
infraction.
is a misdemeanor. I'm pretty sure.
Well, it can be, but not like a. Not it's got to be like 20 over before it's a criminal speeding ticket. Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I'm googling it now. I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't. I think it's still civil. Yeah, no, I think it has to be at least 20 over before you get into any criminal speeding territory. But yeah, most moving violations are not
Yeah, yeah,
criminal.
you have to go fast and stuff. Yeah,
Uh,
but anyway, it would still be a lot of fucking a waste of time if you had to disclose
yeah,
misdemeanors.
yeah. In most places, yeah, like it's been a while for me, but like most of them all, like if you specifically about felonies, but there are some that ask if you've been convicted of any crimes. But again, stuff like parking tickets or minor speeding tickets and that is not that's civil. That's not criminal. Yeah, or it's God damn it! I keep forgetting the name. I wanted to do a sovereign citizen reference, and I fucking
You
forgot
are
what they
not
call
legally
the.
required to disclose a
Yeah.
misdemeanor in a job application unless the application specifically asks about it or if the conviction relates to the job duties.
Okay.
Although in
Yeah.
some
All right. I
cases,
was
like
gonna
my
throw something
job,
in about.
they do background checks that are so thorough they'd find whatever you have. So kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah. It kind of depends on what the job is and how in depth the background check is. Yeah. But no, I was gonna make a joke about it being common law versus admiralty.
Yeah.
Like the sovereign citizen folk do.
Oh, the sovereign citizens are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I still keep watching them. Yeah, although it's getting old because it's almost always the same clip. So I'll probably have to check back in like a couple months, or
That's why
whatever. You know what I
I've limited
mean? They're gonna
myself
do
to
the same
just
thing.
the sovereign citizens getting like fucking zapped with tasers. It's because after a certain number of times seeing like the court stuff, it just gets kind of fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, it gets old pretty quick because it's just the same shit. It's interesting to see how the different judges react to it. Like some of them are surprisingly lenient, and they'll let the fucking dudes let the people run their mouths for way longer than I think I would be able to, or most people would be able to. And then some of the other ones smack it down immediately. When they bring up the jurisdiction, I think now the most of them learn they can just say, "Yeah, it's by the statutes of the state of Michigan and the county of whatever and the city of whatever, by the statutes." Like, nope, it's got to be either common law or admiralty. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know if that was, I assume that was true at some point, maybe, but whatever the fuck it was, it's not now. You know what I mean? And the whole I am the living trust representing the person that's getting trying to get out of the speeding ticket.
Yeah.
I'm not the person. I'm the fictional entity. I am the living being, the trust for the living being, not the all caps person. So I'm waiting for somebody to say like something about it not being case sensitive, like a judge saying it's not case sensitive.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Whether their name is in all caps. Yeah, well, you know what I'm talking about. They'll say because their name is in all caps, like
no,
on their
I know.
driver's license or whatever.
No, yeah, I got that.
Yeah. So I'm hoping I hear one of these judges say something about it not being case sensitive and to shut up about the living trust bullshit. I am the living trust representing
I'm sure someone
the living.
Out there at some point has said it. I don't doubt for a
second. Yeah. But it is interesting when the judges kind of let them go. I'm like, dude, why are you bothering? Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I don't doubt.
Goddamn, the last two I posted, they weren't sovereign citizen ones, but it was. You probably didn't have time to watch them because I didn't post them that long ago. But dude, the guy was like fucking. He was in there for like I think he actually had a suspended license or something. But either way, he was like in a drive-through as he's like doing the court shit. And like even if you're doing it remotely by Zoom or whatever, like you're supposed to still be dressed like decently and all that kind of shit. And he's just fucking going on about how, hold on, I'm drive-through over there, and he's like, what? Like the judge freaks out on him, and the guy was just a fucking asshole the whole time to the judge, like really disrespectful, and just wouldn't fucking stop. I'm a 58-year-old man. I don't need to. Yeah, it was fucking bizarre. Yeah. And then the other one was the woman that had like 7 speeding tickets, like on the same stretch of road, and she was like saying it was the officer being an asshole to her. It might be true.
Yeah, I fucking love that part. That one was fucking good. That one was like,
yeah. Oh, did you watch that one? Okay, right on. Yeah,
I didn't watch it, but
like,
I love the idea of just her sitting there being like, well, you can't hold me responsible for this shit. That asshole shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, he's out to get me now. Okay, okay, so you were speeding though, right? Yeah, I was speeding, but like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stop speeding. You got 7 fucking tickets from the same guy on the same stretch of fucking road.
Yeah.
Stop
it's like
fucking
you gotta
speeding.
be out of your mind to think that that's not your fault at this point.
Yeah. Dude, and there was like at least 3 of them were like 20 miles per hour and up over the speed limit. And it was fucking. Yeah, she just would not get it. The judge finally just gave up. He's like, all right, you're not going to understand apparently. So, And even then, he like he gave her like community service for it. Like she had to do like
Oh,
72 hours of
the
community
pussy
service.
pass is real when it comes to fucking the legal system. It's really, really fucking stupid and obnoxious. Because it's not like women are
Yeah, it's
somehow better
fucking
than
nuts,
men or
man.
less likely to commit crimes. They just literally get no fucking punishment or accountability
Yeah,
for any of their actions. It's crazy.
yeah.
Even when it comes to things like
So
fucking
yeah,
murder,
that is
like they
what I
can
was thinking.
fucking
I'm like, all
murder
right, so
somebody
you're
and
just
just
giving
get
her
like,
community service.
well, they could fucking just outright murder people and get like fucking like a year fucking community service or some shit. It's fucking insane.
Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's always like maybe average maybe 60% of what men get for the same sentences
Oh yeah, I mean
for
it's
women.
nuts, man.
Yeah, that's been the case for fucking forever, man. It's fucking bullshit.
It's like people wonder why women are so
So
fucking
yeah, I guess it's
obnoxious in
not that
some of the videos
surprising.
of them in public right now, and it's like because there's no accountability. They're
Yeah,
never gonna
yeah.
be
Like
held
if she can
accountable.
fucking yeah, like the one I was talking about, 7 speeding tickets in a pretty short period of time, and like she's got to do like some
Yeah,
community service bullshit, and you're wondering why she can't take accountability for anything.
yeah, and it's not like
It's
all
kind
women
of
are
a
bad, but it's
pretty
like
good
the bad
point.
ones are the ones that we're seeing, you know, because there's no
Yeah,
fear.
yeah, it's definitely the ones you hear about. Indeed.
Oh yeah, so that is really
But
uncommon.
they
The
usually have to
umpire
cry
getting
in
kicked
it,
out of baseball, the umpire getting ejected.
too.
That's extremely
Yeah,
uncommon.
that
I
was
thought
fucking
that was like
crazy.
really uncommon. The guy sounded like pretty floored,
Yeah.
and I'm not a
I'll be
sports
honest, I
guy.
didn't even know there was a mechanism to do that. Because there's usually like four, like umpire, referees, whatever, on a baseball diamond. There's the guy, behind calling strikes behind the catcher. There's like three other guys at different spots in the field.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even
Like
know
the
there was a
first base
mechanism
umpire, the
to kick
third
one
base
of them out.
umpire, and there's like one out in the field, and yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I had no idea there was a mechanism. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I've never heard it used. But apparently, I don't know if it's like the other three guys have to be like, yeah, yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he's out of here.
Well, it's for
You know what I
those
mean? Like
rare times
I would
when
assume that would be.
the umpires are paid off to fucking try to make a game come out a certain way, and they didn't pay all of them off,
Yeah, you got to get it rid of the one guy that
And so,
doesn't want
like,
to play
maybe three
ball.
of them are like, hey, we didn't get our check. The fix is not in. We're kicking this motherfucker out.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Three is plenty to call a baseball game anyway. Honestly,
I mean,
probably still more than enough.
you almost don't even need umpires, really. You need
Yeah,
somebody to call like the
shit
the
nowadays.
fucking the strikes and stuff. I'm sure, but like I bet you could
Yeah,
do
well,
almost
even that
everything that the
can be done.
umpires do with a fucking AI. Could probably take over and would do it more accurately.
Yeah, but even that, you like they're able to map balls and strikes like through
That's what I'm saying.
technology.
Yeah, like they could just do everything the
So
umpires do with the AI. They could replace them with computers, and it'd be more
yeah,
accurate
yeah. So
judgments.
it really, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because it was fucking dude. Like some of the pitchers used to get. It's gotten better now, I guess, but yeah, some of the pitchers got like, especially the more well known good pitchers, would get strikes called where it was like fucking 6 inches off the plate. Like it was nowhere near a strike, but because he was a great pitcher, he got the fucking crazy benefit of the doubt. Yeah, that used to be really, really bad.
I personally don't know how
It
anybody
probably
could
still is
fucking
kind of.
follow the ball that fucking fast and tell where it went, like from any
Yeah,
angle. So I've always been like, these guys have just got to be fucking guessing.
yeah, dude. Well, dude, what I think? Yeah, it's kind of amazing. Like hitting a baseball is not that easy at those speeds.
Oh God, no.
Like you have like a tenth of a second.
Yeah, the batter has like a tenth of a second to figure out if it's in the area and he can hit it, and then if he should swing at it or not. That's like such a fucking lightning quick decision, dude. It's kind of amazing that it works. Like you know what I mean? You have to be so locked in and just fucking do it for a really long time to
Yeah.
be able to fucking do that well.
Yeah, the whole thing is
Although yeah, I
fucking
guess it's
crazy to
similar to
me.
the
Like
fucking
I played when I was a kid. I played like baseball in like little league and shit,
yeah. No, I
and
did it
that was
pretty
hard
well.
enough to figure
But
out what was going on, and it wasn't going anywhere near as fast
like,
as a regular game. So
yeah, yeah, and then you throw in fucking curveballs and fucking knuckleballs and not going in a normal straight line or whatever.
like
Yeah, it's
every
a
pitch in little
crazy.
league.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, I did fairly well at it when it was almost all fucking fastballs. I like to think I could have moved on if I had actually tried and at least played in the minor leagues or something, but I
I
didn't
was
see a
pretty
lot of
shit.
curveballs. Fucking, yeah, no, I was good at it, but yeah, I didn't stick with it.
Oh, little league was when I figured out
Like
that
most
the
things.
it was the second time I figured out when I was a kid that like it didn't matter how good you were at stuff. It just mattered whether or not you had family or friends in high places. Because like the
Oh,
coach's
right.
kid got all the best fucking things. He was always the pitcher. He was always like the one who was first up to bat. Right. So the coach's
Yeah,
kid was always getting
yeah,
the special treatment in the training and everything as
right.
well as that too, which was I always thought was kind of like, why the fuck is this asshole even our coach? Like,
hmm Yeah, so you can play as kid. That's
and then
why.
when I was a little kid, I was in believe it or not, I was in a fucking musical. Uh, in like I was like kindergarten age or a little bit after that, and we were all roughly around the same age, mostly like a little bit older, a little bit younger, like within a couple of years. And
Right.
the person who got the lead of the show was absolutely the fucking like the niece of the person who was directing. And like
Mhm.
the other all the people were like her friends that got like the important roles. Everybody else that showed up, whether they were better or not, and I'm not talking about myself, but there were
Right.
other people that were way better. Were relegated to like side
Yeah.
roles and bit parts as opposed for the whole thing because it was all about that fucking director's like family.
Yeah,
And people
family and
paid a
friends and shit.
fuck ton of money to put their kids through that shit. That was one of those things my grandma did because she had a lot of money and wanted us to be like, I don't know, better than we were because we were all fucking low class, fucking poor people.
Yeah.
And she had
Damn.
money because she married my fucking grandpa who had like money. So, like, she sent me to like a really
Oh.
up fucking class summer camp too.
Mhm.
But then
Mhm.
she got mad because I spent all my time like shooting arrows and guns and riding horses and swimming and not doing like all the art and other stuff that was there. Like,
Oh.
what did you think was going to happen when you send a kid to a summer camp where they can ride horses and shoot a bow?
Mhm. Yeah.
You know, I'm
You
going to go
think you were
fucking
gay?
paint paintings? Fuck off. You know, like, oh no.
I think she thought you were gay, dude. And so she's like, oh, yeah, he's going to do theater for sure.
Oh man. My dad actually had a talk with me about like he was okay with me being gay when I was in high school because I wouldn't play fucking football.
Oh, wow.
And I just
Yeah.
don't like violence, man.
Like
Like
that.
I'm perfectly capable of being violent, but it's I hate it. You know what I mean? Like I grew up getting beat up all the time when I was a little kid. We lived like
Hmm.
a terrible neighborhood, so
Gotcha.
I'm just not a fan of like any kind of violence.
Right, right.
And
Even like a ritualized violence.
he
Yeah.
was like, you know, it's okay if you're gay. You know, you don't want to play sports and all that other kind of stuff because at the time it was like the mid '90s, so that
Right.
was still sort of like a normal thing for people to think.
Right.
Yep. And then later on, the fucking high school football coach saw me and was like, "Why are you not playing football? You need to be on the football team." I'm like, "I don't like football. I'm not into like violent shit." And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna talk to your dad. I'm gonna make sure you're on the football team." So I wrote down the fucking uh, uh, my dad's phone number as I was laughing uncontrollably and handed it to him and told him good luck. That was fucking funny. I literally just started laughing as hard as I could. Oh man.
Yeah, for me it was mostly the other kids in my grade that like being mad at me that I play for the school team
Yeah.
because I would be I would be like kicking their ass in like PE or whatever sport, and so they'd be really pissed when I didn't go out for the team. Like, you should be on the team with us. What the hell? Like, yeah, I don't want to run fucking wind sprints and be fucking yelled at, dude. I love playing the game, but I'm not.
Oh yeah.
You know,
That wasn't even part of what I thought. I just was like, I don't want to get all sweaty and run around in the hot fucking weather. Because like I would have been happy to play like baseball, but I never would have played the football. But I would have been happy to play the baseball if somebody would talk to me about that. But given my choice, I was just like, why would I want to hang around at school after school? Like, it's 3:00. I get to go home. Why do you think I want to stay here? Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, for me, it was like, no, I like having the choice of whether I'm going to go play fucking basketball after school or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to have to every day after school. And again, mostly run wind sprints and stupid shit that I don't want to do.
Yeah, no, it sounds awful. Unless you're into it. Like, if you're super into it, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I like playing. I just didn't want to fuck with all the other shit.
No, I mean, there were people who, like, their whole identity was being on the football team. So if you're, like, into being on, like, that team and doing that team thing, yeah, go for it, dude. All right.
Yeah, no, California is one of the major football player producing states out there.
Makes sense, yeah.
That's surprising.
Oh, did you see
it's like Texas.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think, yeah, mainly Texas. Yeah, it's like Texas, Michigan, Ohio. Yeah, most of the South, really. I guess Georgia's up there now. California. Those are the main ones that produce most of the college players and a good chunk of the NFL players.
Oh, all the professional people. Yeah, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the fucking crazy thing with the farmer spraying manure all over the fields to get rid of the fucking squatters? I think it's in like France or some shit.
Yeah,
France or Spain.
Fucking nuts.
But this is just like another example of that thing that kind of gets me, where like you see the comments full of people saying like, why don't they fucking police do anything? And it's like, because they just refuse to enforce the laws.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand what's going on with that, because it's like, clearly this is this guy's private property, and I guarantee there are laws that say you can't just go live on somebody else's land. Like, why the police are choosing to just completely ignore this giant fucking group of like 100 or 200 fucking vehicles randomly parking on this guy's fucking property. Like, what the fuck?
But I wonder if they're like gypsies, because gypsies
they are. It's I don't know if they're like gypsies, but they're like roaming fucking people that live like in their trailers and stuff. Yeah. And I
nomadic
100% approve of him spraying shit all over them, dude. Personally, I think you should be able to pull out a fucking gun and just start shooting people till they leave. You know, like they're destroying his fucking farmland. Like that's not a small issue. Who knows how much like sewage they've been dripping on there, oil and fucking stuff, and now he's got to fucking take, I'm sure, very expensive steps to amend and fix that, so that his grass is good for grazing or his land is good for growing like crops and stuff. Oh yeah, no, it's like this group of people like descended on this poor farmer's farm. Like, it was like 100 SUVs, RVs, and trailers and stuff, at least, maybe 200. It was a lot. And he started spraying shit all over the fucking manure all over the rest of the ground to try to make it smell bad, to get rid of them.
Yeah, I forgot what sports car it was, but somebody had like a fucking really expensive car like up on the trailer by one of
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah, one
other
had like a
on
Lamborghini
a
or
tow
something. Yeah, it
trailer.
was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
It was either a Ferrari or a
like what the
Lamborghini.
fuck
It
is
was one of
going
those
on here?
two. I think it was like Italian and shit. Oh, those
Yeah,
fucking gypsies are
it
fucking.
was a
They're
very
really good thieves, dude. They fucking fleece people a lot.
right.
Yeah, exactly. Right, man.
Yeah,
Farmer for sure, because like that's the people that grow our goddamn food. Like we got to stop fucking with farmers. Like they make the food. The food doesn't grow at the grocery
yeah, it was
store. It
pretty
doesn't just fucking
satisfying.
spawn at the fucking shelves. You got
Yeah,
to get it from somewhere.
yeah, it was pretty satisfying seeing the fucking assholes trying to like stop him, and the one guy was like walking, and he got
Oh yeah,
sprayed by the slurry.
yeah. The
It
the, the
was fucking
slurry of
great. I'm like,
water
hey,
and
what
and fur and pig shit, no doubt. Oh man, brilliant!
the-
I love that. That's the way
Right,
he went
right.
with it. Like, all right, I think he should have been legally allowed to spray anything that's on this property. Like, it's like, all right, spray their fucking vehicles too, man. Spray their campers, their
Yeah,
vehicles,
yeah,
them.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was like, no, he can make it through there. There's areas to run through those vehicles that he could fucking just spray over most of them
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
without hitting anything.
Yeah. Who knows?
And
Who
even if
knows
he
how
hits
much damage
something,
they did?
fuck him.
That's so sad. But like, what was it like? But it applies to everything, though. That's the thing. Like, it goes around all the different things. There's like the laws are just not being applied in a lot of areas, and there needs to be something. We've got to figure out some
Yeah,
way to deal with that. I think as conservatives, because like
yeah, cops do not want to do their jobs, dude.
yeah, well, and
They do
DAs
not
and
want to
stuff are the
enforce the
problem.
law.
Is people are just not enforcing the laws because the cops they're not going to waste their time arresting people if the DAs are just going to let them right back out the next day. There's no point.
Yeah,
But like
and
it
didn't
gets
a
to
judge
crazy
like let
levels, man.
some fucking didn't a
Um,
judge let like a murderer go like with time served recently?
yeah, oh yeah, all sorts of crazy shit like that happens every day, especially in California. I worked with a lady who, her and her two daughters were in her, no, her daughter and her two granddaughters, her two grandbabies, um, were living in an apartment, and the apartment next door was this kid who was like, in his mid 20s, comes from a super rich family, so his family just gives him money, and he just does drugs, and he's fucking psychotic. And he would sit and whisper through the vent all day about how he wants to murder the fucking grandbabies and try to fucking assault them and shit. Like he would bang on the windows and the doors, uh, run around waving weapons, talking about killing this kid, and the police did absolutely fucking nothing. And it took her
Hmm.
begging the police for help after the guy broke in and attempted to kill the kid to actually get anything actually done and to have him actually arrested. And then that's the
Yeah, that
thing. It's
shit's
like there are
fucking
laws about
insane.
everything that was going on beforehand. He should never have been allowed to get that far. He should have been thrown out and she should have had a
Yeah,
restraining order. He should have been in jail for all the threats. And then they would have obviously given him,
yeah,
like, a psych eval and probably put him into a fucking asylum for a while. But, it's like
yeah.
the laws are there. It's not like they're not there anymore. But they're just not being
Yeah, they just
enforced.
want to be.
Nobody's going to jail. Nobody's being prosecuted for anything. The DAs are just dismissing all the cases out of hand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Until like somebody actually gets killed or maimed,
Yeah,
then they
one
kind
of
of
the
have to
things.
act
One of the
instead of
things you're seeing
preventing the
now with
shit.
the ice raids and stuff, all the ice raids that are going on, the fully justifiable ice raids, in my opinion. Um,
Right. Right.
uh, the states are trying to get away with not pressing charges against the people that are assaulting and interfering with the ice and stuff like that. So you're going to start seeing federal charges getting pressed,
Yeah.
probably. At least that's what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
nice,
It's
but it would
fucking
nice
nuts,
if
man.
the states were enforcing the laws in the states as well. And quite frankly, I think the feds need
Yeah.
to start arresting some of the politicians who are openly aiding and abetting like the fugitives from justice. Like where they're getting up and telling them like, oh, you got to run, you got to hide, you got to look out. There's going to be an ice raid on this day or that day or whatever. They need to start arresting and imprisoning these people as well. Like, it's like, no, if you're going to just completely disregard the law, even if you're a governor or a mayor, you should go to jail too. Otherwise, what's the point of having a law?
Yeah. Yeah, the fucking LA mayor that's fucking all up in arms about that shit going down. But back when the fires happened, she couldn't do anything then either and took off to fucking Ghana or whatever. Like, left the country. Yeah, that's fucking weird how concerned she is about this shit. But didn't give a fuck about things like wildfires raging across fucking LA.
Oh, well, she was going to make money off of that by stealing the property from people and giving it to slumlords to build slums.
Right.
Yeah,
it's fucked up, man.
Well, that's how communism works. First, you start by convincing people you're trying to help them. Then you steal everything from them, and then you give them the least possible places, like the least. You give them the places that are the absolute cheapest possible places for them to live, and you give them the least possible amounts of like food and stuff to do. You slowly strip them of everything. That's the whole point of communism, so that it can go to like the very small group of wealthy people that run it all. Like, that's how communism has worked everywhere it's ever been practiced. It's always going to work that way, because it takes away people's ability to earn anything themselves or to start businesses. It's like COVID was all about shutting down businesses. I mean, look at the number of small businesses COVID shut down. That was to take away competition from the corporations. It wasn't anything to do with safety or us at all. Other than to, like, see how much they could, force people to do dumb shit. Like, oh, yeah, wear masks. It's really fucking important. They're going to keep you alive. I mean, they're just masks that prevent you from breathing in dust, but they'll totally work on viruses. We swear.
Yeah. Yeah, there was like a reservoir. There's supposed to be a reservoir of water in some spot that just never got done, like over like a fucking crazy long, like years and years. That just never got done. That would have been a huge fucking help during the fires.
Oh, no,
I forget where the fuck it was. Yeah, it was somewhere where there should have been millions of gallons of fucking water in this thing, and it was just a bunch of money was thrown into it that never seemed to get to the actual project, and it just never happened over like 15 years or some crazy shit.
Well, what was it? The early thousands, like 2001, 2002, sometime around that time. PG&E in California shut down a bunch of power plants, and then immediately started claiming that they couldn't produce enough power, and charging like 3 times as much. And now it's up to like almost $1,000 a month for most people's electric bill.
Jesus, dude.
Like, I know we're in a 4-bedroom house, and like we're not crazy with our power consumption. We're about the same as most people. We have air conditioning. It's California. It's pretty hot. Computers and stuff like that. But that's pretty much most homes at this point. And we're paying something like $600 to $700 a month in electricity.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
And we have solar panels on the fucking roof. We have fucking solar panels generating a bunch of our electricity every day. Like, so for good portions of the day, we're not actually using any of the fucking power from the lines. We're still paying like $600-700 a month. Apparently, the only way you can manage to not pay a fuck ton is if you pay for the battery setup as well. Like, you have to have all the batteries to store the power and use it during the evenings.
Still, it's 9 o'clock at night here. It's 104 degrees still.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I've seen videos where people are like in Arizona and Texas and Utah, like cooking stuff, like cooking eggs on the sidewalk and shit. And so Australia's got a lot of that too, where they like the heat from the sun is just so hot that it'll like sizzle an egg and shit.
Yeah, easily, dude.
We're not that bad in most of California, but some parts of Southern California get like that. And some areas in like Sacramento can get that hot. Sacramento area.
Right.
Scary hot.
But yeah. Again, the being a dry heat definitely makes a difference. But dude, the sun's down and it's still 104 degrees. It still fucking sucks, dude. It's not as bad as in Florida or something like that with the fucking humidity, but yeah, it's
Yeah, we're
still.
having a very mild summer this year, but we have had summers here where like, yeah, like for a week or so, like the temperature doesn't drop below like 3 digits, you know?
Yeah, it sucks because I can't. There's no time for that I can really walk the grand puppy nowadays, dude. Because I would usually start like I walk to the store. Store opens like 7, so I could easily be back at like by like 8 o'clock. So as long as it wasn't over 80 degrees before 8 o'clock, he'd be okay. But yeah, I'm looking at it like tomorrow because I leave around 6:30 somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
At 6 in the morning, it's still going to be 87 degrees. It's still going to be
Damn, dude.
87 right before the sun comes up, right after the sun comes up.
That is insane. Yeah, I've been there. I've seen that weather, but usually it's the absolute most is a week where we get that. Usually we'll get like coastal cooling about after 5 or 6 days.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little better next week. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it looks like the highest is going to be 108. Today was 114, so that is better, I guess. Technically, I don't know. Not yeah, 6 degrees though from 108 to 114. It's not really that much of a difference. Either way,
No,
it's too fucking hot.
no.
Either way, it just kind of sucks. Yeah, luckily. Oh, for the electric thing though, the energy.
Oh, how much do you guys pay for like fucking electricity for like a month? Oh, did you disconnect? You've gone quiet. I think he's dead. The bombs dropped or the aliens got him. Probably aliens. Cover your asshole. Don't let them get into your butt. That's what the aliens always want. I don't know why the aliens want to look in your butt, but they really do. I mean, there's nothing particularly interesting or useful for the aliens in your butt, but they really seem to want to get into people's butts, according to a lot of the people that they've taken. Oh, have fun with your foods.
All right, that was fucking weird. Am I back? Did you hear me?
Yeah. Did you manage to keep the aliens out of your
Hello?
butt? We figured.
Okay.
I figured you gotten kidnapped by aliens or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah, it disconnected me, but I don't know why. And then I thought there was something weird happening, and I was hearing like feedback, like what I had just said, like 10 seconds before. But then I realized it was because I had the YouTube page open or whatever. I had the stream going, and I was just hearing the stream.
Oh yeah, see,
It
I was
showed me
telling
it's
you,
still
cover
logged
your
in.
butt. Don't let the aliens get in.
Yeah, I was hearing fine, but it was delayed, obviously, because I was
Yeah.
only hearing it through the fucking. Yeah. All right, we're good now.
Oh yeah. Do
Yeah.
you know
Oh,
how
but
much you
yeah,
guys
the
get charged for like a fucking electric bill per month in like Arizona over there? I'm
yeah,
just curious.
I haven't asked in a while. I'll have to ask my mom what it looks like nowadays. But yeah, the off peak the peak hours used to be from like noon to like 8 o'clock, and I'm kind of wondering how the fuck we made it because even having it just like turning the AC off from like 4 to 7, it's pretty brutal by the time 7 o'clock rolls around.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how the fuck? Like that's 3 hours now instead of 8 hours. I'm like, how
Well,
the
and
fuck did we manage
the absurd thing is, they're charging you more, but their costs have not risen.
that? Right.
Like their costs
Yeah,
to
I'm just
produce
grabbing
the electricity you're paying for are not higher. They just want to charge you more
mm,
because it's harder to like because more people want it at the same time. There's no like, and the thing is, there's no competition. It's not like you can go to the other electric company in town. You
yeah.
know?
Well, here we do have two, at least. We do actually have a choice between two companies,
Yeah, but
the
isn't it all
APS and SR.
regulated by the government? Like they set all the prices and shit.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't really looked into that closely, but dude, the off-peak hours, like the peak hours only being 3 hours a day, I can't imagine that was the electric company's idea to bring it from peak hours at 8 hours long and going down to three. I call me crazy, but I don't think
Oh
it was the
yeah,
electric companies that made that call. You know what I mean? Like I assume if they
no
could,
doubt.
they'd have all at least peak around the fucking clock. So it's not as bad as other places, I guess. Who's that? Samaj, I assume.
Yes, welcome, Mr.
Joining.
Samaj, the resident maple monkey. Oh, he's very quiet now.
I am.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
so
go.
what's been going on with Canadian land and the all the fucking territories in the West wanting to get the fuck out? Is that getting any further? Or
Oh no, nothing like that. Like first of all, in order for any of that to happen, we have to have a referendum where people can vote on what do, and even then, you're only allowed to have one question on the referendum, and it has to be a clear one.
yeah,
And that's because like Quebec has been trying to separate for a very very long time, but each and every time the question gets brought up, it's like some bizarre, long-winded question that doesn't really answer anything. It's a strange thing, and that you could see that's part of the reason why Quebec's
nobody
never
knows what they're
separated.
fucking voting on. They're like, I don't know which way to vote for what I want. I just this mishmash of fucking word soup.
Exactly.
It's a bummer.
Doesn't help. Yeah, well, it is what it is, and I'm not overly concerned because, let's be honest, that even if it was a simple question, they would never vote to leave. Their entire infrastructure is based on equalization payments.
Well,
They
Quebec would never vote to leave. I'm talking about there was Manitoba, Saskatchewan,
Yeah,
uh,
you're in Alberta, right?
Alberta, and then there
Samaj?
was a fourth one. The four westernmost provinces were all talking about wanting to leave at the
yeah,
same time, and then making deals with
yeah,
the U.S. about oil and shit.
yep, yep, and that's all still going on. Different provinces have different referendum schedules. Like ours isn't until October 2026, so we still have a whole year to go.
Oh, so you guys are
We have,
actually voting on it, whether to stay or leave.
yep,
Oh,
yep.
good. That's awesome, dude.
So so like what happened was is that there's this petition to get the question on the referendum, and you need at least at the time you need at least 40% of the population to vote on the petition. Say yes, we want a question on separation. Then it had to be what kind of question, and the petition got at least 60% of the population to sign it. So that's pretty much a guaranteed on there. So then the question was allowed to be on there. So then we were worried, well, what was the question going to be like? The question was about, do you want to separate from the Union of Canada and become an independent country? That's essentially what the question was.
Yeah.
Very clear, to the point, not long winded or anything like that, not like a giant, 3 paragraph question.
Oh
Simple
yeah.
to the point.
Every law should be done like every newspaper, written at no more than a fifth grade reading level.
Exactly. So the question got on there. So like we're good to go. Now we just
Sweet.
have to wait. Yeah. Now we just have to wait for um the referendum, which is
October.
like I said, October, like a year from
Well,
2026.
you got the
So
referendum, and then you got the period of time afterwards where Quebec does everything they can to try to keep you from leaving.
yeah, pretty much.
Tries to
So
sabotage in every possible legal way, including probably military threats.
yeah. So I don't know when the other provinces have the referendum. So I just know when ours has it, and ours has been in the news a lot because Alberta's the big thing. Well,
Hey, you know
because
what? If you guys end up getting in with Trump in order to get away, like, welcome to the U.S. in a couple of years. You'd be American,
yeah,
man.
it could happen real fast. You never
Well, because
know.
if Canada starts making military threats, then Alberta might only have the option of being like, hey, Trump, if you'll fucking protect us, we'll be a state. It might come down to
Well,
something like that.
and we still have plenty of people with Trump derangement syndrome up here. I mean, like the,
Oh,
the
yeah, but
this
if you
one
got that
lady.
many people voting to leave Canada, I guarantee they don't have that many in Trump derangement in your province, hopefully.
You'd be surprised. There's
Well, I mean,
fair
not the
bit of them
majority, at
here,
least,
but
hopefully.
yeah. Well, no, not the majority, but there's enough there that it's allowed
Oh,
people
yeah.
group.
And there's a
Like
lot of
like
really
the
fucking dumb, ignorant people that just choose to ignore like reality even when they see it in front of their face. It's really weird.
Well, in Canada, there's a particular reason for that, and that's because the weather here is so bad. And Canada, like I said, we only wear shorts 2 months out of the year, and the winters we have here is just fucking terrible. Um, so like yeah, so what happens with that is that you just have to bear with it. That's the thing about Canadians. You just have to bear with it and know that it's going to pass. And that attitude carries into like every other time. Like just bear with
Oh, that
it.
makes
It's going to pass.
sense.
Like all aspects of life, basically.
Yeah,
Kind
yeah,
of
and
crosses
it
over in all aspects of life.
exactly. And so like yeah, that's part of the reason why a lot of this tends to go on. And it's like even though things are bad, and things are really bad. Things have never been this bad up here. But there, for some reason, there's people out there who's like, hate Trump, hate conservatism, hate the right, that kind of stuff. It's like, why at this point? It's like, the left's been in charge for over a decade,
Oh,
and
and,
things
and
have.
the number of people that are like advocating for things like communism is spiked so incredibly high too, and it's like the only way anyone could possibly think communism is a good idea is if they're incredibly ignorant, like because it's
Well,
it's it's like it's the kind of thing that a child would
Brainwashed.
understand and think is reasonable, but like an actual adult, it's like no, that's absurd. Like people just don't
I
work
think
the same, they don't deserve the same amount of compensation. Everybody should know that. Like
I think that they're stubborn. There's a certain stubbornness that comes on there. It's like they think that yes, we agree that things need to change, but they think that things need to go further to the left, further to the more extremes. And
yeah, like even
just
though
look at
seeing the number of people that are like starving to death and living on the street under like their fucking socialist communist dream, they still think that they can somehow fix it with more of that, which is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It just means we need to go further left. That's all there is to it. Look at New York, same thing. They want to vote in that social guy or whatever else, and it's like they're actually or no communist, and that actually could happen. And there's enough of them in there, and they're like, this is what happens when you
Oh yeah,
get
he's talking
stubborn.
about government-run grocery stores and shit, which is insane.
Exactly,
It's never worked,
exactly.
never will.
But it's like these are people who just can't stand the idea of being wrong, and there is a certain level of insanity with that, but there's also a certain level of stubbornness that comes with that. It's the same thing I get with people of the baby boomer generation. It's just they are so headstrong on their beliefs that they're just not going to flinch, even if it means sacrificing the future of everyone. It's like, no, we're not wrong. We can't be wrong. And so they are these people are going to be the death of us. So it's like, well, what do you do? Like,
Yeah.
you can't
Oh
just
man,
round them up. So yeah,
yeah. Being
it's
wrong is a
hard.
natural state. Like we're wrong about most things most of the time. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of stuff that you just don't know as a human. Like you can't know everything. So being wrong is just like a natural thing. Like of course you're gonna be wrong about stuff.
Yep.
The problem is when you refuse
Yeah,
to
I feel like
accept
the baby.
reality when you see that you're wrong.
Well,
Yeah, I feel like
that's
the boomers at this point, we're so old and wise, we can't possibly be wrong.
well, it's just because
Yeah.
they lived in a very different time, with a very different mindset, and a very different set of results. People these days we don't have. It's a completely different world, and it's like people might like. Of all the people I know, of all my friends, are about my age, a little younger, a little older, none of them have homes. Only two of my friends drive. Everyone else, and even then they could barely afford it. And I live in Alberta. This is one of the most wealthiest provinces in the country, and people here like our premier who's done everything she can to make sure taxes don't go up any higher and all that. She's doing everything she can, and God bless her for doing that. But even with someone working in our best interests like her, even she can't make things work as well. It's like, and the other thing I was going to say with
I am
the
of the
insanity is that
opinion
I
we
yeah.
actually, when it comes to the homes and stuff, we need legislation that prevents corporations from buying up homes. I'm sorry. I know it's bad to regulate business, but I think they genuinely need to just make it not legal for corporations to like own and buy up large swaths of homes to rent them out at like massive price increases. Like that just needs to be illegal. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it sucks, but like there's just no other way that I can see that actually working and moving forward.
It's hard to say because some of the housing stuff is a very difficult thing to tackle. Like part of the problem that we're having here is we have mass immigration going on here. We have tons of people in the Middle East, India, and all that kind of stuff, and there really is no place to house them. That we just don't have enough housing. And
Yeah,
there are houses in neighborhoods, like luckily not in my neighborhood, but I mean, like it could be anywhere. There are people who rent out their houses, like their excess houses, all that stuff. And there's a lot of these, and they're not owned by corporations or anything like that. But like you get these private people in there, and then they sub rent it out to their other friends, and at huge. So it's like it's a lot of money. But then you get like a house that's designed for a family, and it's housing like 10 to 15 people. It's like that's ridiculous. That's too many people. How does that work?
yeah,
Yeah, and so like I don't know. I only bring that up because it's like the housing is such a complex kind of
yeah.
thing.
Oh, the first step is definitely deportation. Like we're getting from Trump now, the mass deportation. We need more and more of that.
Well, you guys have that because you have Trump. And I'm sure he'll work his way around. I'm in Canada, and there's like because we have Carney in charge, there's no political will to do anything about that. In fact, he keeps increasing the amount of people coming into the country. And I'm like, how?
Well, they're
Why?
starting to have riots in Spain.
Yeah, saw that.
There was
Oh,
a bunch of people that came up on the beaches while there was a bunch of people hanging out on there, and the random beachgoers tackled and fucking took the fucking people, took the people down and held them for the police. And I'm like, it's crazy
what?
that there are just boats dropping people on the fucking beaches in Spain.
Yep, just laying it
I'm
happen.
like,
Like
where's
how?
the military? Like, if you sink those boats before they get close enough for the people to swim out, that'll stop real fast.
Yep. And if the military doesn't do it, and you see like people taking, things into their own hands, like you don't
Oh
want to see
yeah,
that. But that's what's going to happen.
yeah. You're gonna start getting things like the fucking commercials showed of like good old boys just rounding up a bunch of rifles and going around the border in the south of the U.S. like shooting at people running across. You'll start getting that sooner or later. People will get to that point.
Yep. And it's definitely like the people definitely want that, but politicians don't. And
Oh, it is.
that's
It
where
is like the vast majority of people want the deportations. Oh yeah.
yeah.
If even CNN has to admit 60% of the people agree, it's probably more like 80.
Can't be helped. It's definitely what's on. So
Yeah, if the left wing media can't skew the results all the way to the side to make it look like it's a minority that want it, it's an overwhelming majority.
yeah,
Hmm.
definitely.
Yeah, the
If
thing I
Fox was
find
saying
crazy
it was
about
60%, I would say it's probably closer to like 50. But if it's CNN, like, come on.
yeah, the thing I found crazy about the Canadian shit is like Smudge was saying, like like Alberta's a fucking like they have a crazy amount of like oil and natural resources and shit. It's got to be worth a ton of money. But it seems like Ottawa and fucking Quebec kind of just treat them like shit. Like kind of take a
Like a
huge
piggy
chunk
bank,
of
yeah.
that and
Yeah.
say fuck you. Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of like Britain does in Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, stop complaining and just pay up. You pay. That's how they treat Alberta. But we also know like
Yeah.
we do get an idea about why this is going on, and it is definitely because of greed kind of thing. So the guy in charge now, Mark, who's a banker, a business guy, owns all kinds of business. One of which, of course, is he owns various different pipelines and oil related stuff in the United States, where he gets a lot of his money from. He also has many other businesses in green energy and that kind of stuff. Well, the thing is with all the stuff that's going on is that he was also like the advisor to the Trudeau Liberals, so he was there near making all these suggestions and stuff to Justin Trudeau. So he was definitely a guy behind the scenes helping Trudeau form all of his policy. Now, the thing to keep in mind is um, that because Carney owns a lot of oil, his biggest competitor is Canada. So of course he would be in the best interest to advise the Canadian Prime Minister to not help in the production of oil and gas, because that would hurt his businesses in America. And now that he's in charge, he's definitely trying to stop Alberta from making a, because it seems like he doesn't want to hurt his bottom line because he has business in America involving oil. So why would you want your biggest competitor making money? And
Well,
it's kind of
essentially,
like
what's interesting is what's going on right now is exactly why the United States had a revolution. It's literally taxation without representation. Like, your needs are not being represented by your government at all, but they're taking all of your money. Like.
Yep.
They're far more than they should, at the very least.
And I have a hard time trying to explain this to my more liberal-minded friends, especially. God damn, she doesn't think there's anything wrong with. Oh my god, Ma, the taxes are too high. They can't keep this going. Well, and what's strange is that I have a friend, and she wants to. Her and her husband, they want to move to her family, like where her family is, which is in um, uh, Prince Edward Island, and I'm like, there's literally no reason to go there. It's too expensive. They have massive amount of it, worse than we have it here. Everything is more expensive, but they want to go because that's her family. Yeah, liberal bullshit, and it's like I kind of like it's kind of like when you see someone and you know they're going to be in huge trouble when they do this. It's like you want to tell them like, please don't do this. You're gonna hurt yourself. But I know what's going to happen.
I know exactly how you feel. I have a friend of mine, or two friends of mine. They're a couple, and they live in Texas, and they're trying to move to like California or Portland in Oregon or like fucking Washington over on the West Coast. And it's like,
what the fuck?
Like, why would you leave? You're in the best, lowest, taxes area. You're in the best area for business. He has a job that's more than enough to pay for both of you to live there, and he owns a house. Fucking don't go.
Ask all the people that live there.
Or move to Austin. Move to Austin if you need to be in your little liberal enclave, or Houston, move to one of these little fucking squirrely left-wing wannabe towns in there, and then fucking stay in Texas where you get all the fucking benefits. Yeah, so I know exactly what that's like. It's sad to watch them, and they're fucking their lives up long term, but it's their choice, man.
Yep. Well, and I would think in my head, logically speaking, I understand part of the reason why they want to go is because they're struggling with finding work, and I'm like, I know why you're struggling getting work. It's because we're having the immigration stuff. But I can't say that. If I say that,
they refuse to believe it. It's like,
well, you're a racist.
Yeah, the dumb shit.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think immigration's bad? Well, you're a racist. And it's like,
there's three people who are illegal who are working where I work now, and I'm sort of torn because I'm like, on the one hand, they're like the kids whose parents came over 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, that's three good jobs that should be going to American citizens that do belong here.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's a tough situation. It's like,
yeah, because it's not really their fault. It's not their fault, really, because their parents did it to them.
Yeah, but it does point out, and it does absolutely prove that, part of the reason that people are having so much trouble working and stuff is because there are illegals that take their jobs. And this isn't farm work that nobody wants. This is decent paying, well above minimum wage in California. Like like
Yeah.
skilled labor. You have to be like a counselor. It's not like you can just. Well, you can just walk off the street, but it's certainly not like fast food or something like that when it comes to like the level of skill you have to have.
Now, the one thing that I remember reading up on, and I thought like this is a conundrum I don't really know what to do about, is that part of what's been going on, and I hear a lot of a lot of the more like Muslims and stuff who imported it over from the Middle East, they
Yeah.
have an issue because there's a series of articles that's like they're saying that they are noticing a trend with the young Muslims, and that a lot of them are actually converting to Christianity.
Oh
And they're
yeah,
saying
dude. If you had a choice between Christianity and Islam, dude, I'm not surprised they're switching over.
yeah, and it's a real issue because now there's all this talk of deportations, and the thing is that in Islam you cannot leave the religion, otherwise they might execute or depending on where they send you, but they're definitely going to do something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So if
they
we deport
definitely
Honor
will
them,
kill.
execute you.
and that's the thing because
Kill.
it's like if you deport them, they are going to die, and I'm like, well, what are we going to do about that? Because they
I kind
can't
of just,
stay.
I kind of just don't care. It's like, this is your bed, you lay in it. Like you guys knew this was coming. The entire, like all the nations were like going, hey, get the fuck out. So,
Well, you
like
see
you knew it
that's
was,
just
you knew
it.
you could read the signs in the weather, and
I
also
mean,
you could just lie and be like,
yeah,
nah, I'm still a Muslim, and do whatever they ask you to do so that you don't get killed. So it's not like it's that big of a deal.
maybe. I mean, I don't really have a reason to disregard. I mean, well, there are a few reasons to, but for the most part, I'm not going to assume like that they don't. The only because it's like it does happen. It is a factor.
Oh yeah,
Now,
yeah, no, definitely. It's a very real concern.
yeah. So yeah, that's the only real thing because I'm of the opinion it's like, look, we can't do anything about this. I understand the politicians let you down. They let us down too. So it is what it is. Best of luck to you. Um,
Ooh.
who knows what to do after that?
There is one thing I would like to see, though, with the deportation process that I'd like to see changed in the U.S. and other places as well. Anybody who came over and got free money or any sort of social services of any kind, I'm of the opinion they should be put in a work camp to work off the debt before they're allowed to leave. Build roads, pick up trash on the sides of roads, whatever they got, whatever we do, like. I feel like it's not fair for them to go back without having to pay back some of the cost of what we're paying. And same with the deportation costs. I think we should be seizing property and selling it to pay for the deportation costs. But that's just me. I'm sure a lot of people would disagree with me on that, but
I
like I
don't
feel like
know.
that's only
I
fair.
think it's crazy
Like
that they can
we're
fucking.
spending all this money, like pay up.
It's crazy that they can just show up and immediately start collecting so many fucking benefits, dude, without paying into the system at all.
Yep.
It's just insane that
Well,
that's happening
well, that's what's
and
causing
has.
all the. Sorry,
No bad. You're good.
I'm just saying that's what's also causing lot of the decline in social services and whatnot, and wait times in hospitals.
Yeah.
Like here in Canada, like granted, socialized healthcare, yeah, you're covered for everything, but you do have to wait. Like when my girlfriend had to go to the emergency room, um, we had to wait 5 hours before she could see someone, and that
Yeah, you
was
see a
before
bunch
all
of people
not
that are obviously illegals just hanging out waiting for fucking free healthcare, and you're like,
well,
why am I waiting for 2 hours
well, and
when it should be
2 hours.
15 minutes?
Like, I wish the wait time was 2 hours. Do you know what the wait
No,
time is
I'm
now in
I'm
the
just
average?
it's a lot more than 2 hours here too. I'm just making like a point of the contrast that it's like
Yeah.
you're
Well,
waiting like 5-6 times as long as you should have to wait
right.
just
Well,
because of that.
right. Well, what I'm trying to point out here is that the wait times have a ballooned to a level that's never happened before. We're looking at a potential 24 to 48-hour wait time to get to the hospital or to get treatment, and that could be something as car crashes and whatnot. You could literally die in that time, and people are dying, and that's sort of a factor
That's
that needs to be
crazy. I
that's the
know
state of
that
Canada. Right?
one of the things that a lot of people like try to lie about with socialized medical care, where it's like everybody has access to the same stuff, is that it's faster. And I looked up and pointed this out to people who just like refuse to acknowledge reality, and I'm like, no, like if you need to go see somebody for like anything remotely serious, you're looking at a wait time of like, you know, months in socialized medical care, whereas in like the US you're looking at like maybe a week or even less, maybe, you know, a couple of days comparatively. It's like insane. But that's just for emergency treatment. You could have to wait 48 hours for emergency treatment. That's insane.
Yeah,
Like you could be literally having a heart attack and dying like on the fucking spot, and
there's nothing they can do about it.
And they'll just fucking let you die because, you know, fuck you. These illegals need more care.
Yeah, that's it. And part of the other problem is like a lot of these people who come in there, they're coming in from countries that have no health care whatsoever. Yeah. It's like, you know, hopefully, and so they
come in and they've paid nothing into the system, so they're taking all this value they're extracting, and they're putting nothing into it. So it's like everything is just skyrocketing on prices for the people that are paying because they're paying for all this extra shit.
Well, and not to mention we also have a staffing shortage. Like we don't have enough nurses to cover all the work that we need. Part of the reason for that is also because our healthcare minister, who is, I don't know why she's still employed. She laid off a whole whack of nurses during the pandemic because they refused to get the COVID shot, and then she flat out refuses to hire them back.
Why would medical professionals not want that? That's so weird.
Yeah, it's like, and so I'm seeing advertisements.
They know something.
Yeah, like I'm seeing advertisements to get training to become nurses. It's everywhere because they say like, "Yo, yes, we desperately need nurses," and they still haven't hired
all these nurses that are out there willing to work, ready to work. They want the jobs.
Yep, and they won't because they didn't get the COVID vaccine, and the COVID vaccine isn't even needed anymore. In fact, I think 2 out of the 3 main ones we had in here have already been banned because of all the health risks that they create.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
well, you know, what is the other one that I just heard about recently? Everybody's talking about being like a wonder drug, Ozempic.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, it eats fat real good, but it also fucking eats your muscle, and it doesn't differentiate between like your biceps and your fucking heart. You know? Yep. So like, yeah, you really don't want to use that Ozempic. It's not really a benefit. It's not helping you in any real way. It's putting your life more at risk because it's damaging your heart while it's taking the fat off. You know, like maybe with somebody like Boogie, that might be good. But like for the vast majority of people that are using it, like Ian or whatever from what's his name? Not Ian. Ethan Klein did it recently.
Was that confirmed? I didn't know that was.
I thought it was very clear that he was on Ozempic. I thought everybody had agreed that was the case. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it could be. I've never heard anything definitive that.
I've heard it clearly stated by people that was the case. I don't know. I don't really care. But either way, like if it was Ozempic, it doesn't matter. It's like he's not somebody who should do it. That's the point. Like. Somebody who's just a few pounds overweight doing it like what is going on is really bad for people.
Damn, every
time. But it profits somebody, so fuck everybody else, you know?
Now every time I hear it mentioned, Ozempic mentioned to the fucking Meat Canyon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was ahead of the curve on that. Like, that it really is an insidious, dangerous thing that you're doing that can do some serious long-term damage, potentially. I think it's going to turn out to be really, really like long-term damage for a lot of those people, unfortunately.
No, goddamn! Did you see the one he did on Pirate Software, like in the last couple days?
Yep. No, I missed that. That's fucking hilarious. Oh no,
dude, it's fucking. Yeah, it's funny because like it's him talking about how he was, he's so smarter than everyone. He was trying to correct a woman in the way she was breastfeeding her kid.
I could fucking see
So,
that,
yeah.
dude. Oh my god, that's such a real like fucking thing.
Yeah, so it starts with him sucking on his own nipple. And again, dude, for anybody that hasn't seen his shit before, like it's disturbing the way he fucking animates shit, dude. Even if you have seen it, actually. But anyways, it gets to the point where like there's like his alter ego or whatever the fuck you call it, his conscience maybe, like in the mirror telling him like just admit you're wrong, and then like he starts to, but then he can't, and then he's fucking so his fucking feet start growing into his own mouth basically because he won't fucking stop. Which is
well, the funny thing is, all the stuff he's done is just he just really does just need to admit he's wrong.
Right.
Like
yeah,
it really,
but it's actually
he could
good.
do so much benefit for himself by just saying, "I'm sorry, I was wrong."
Yeah, well, anybody with that, I mean, it's obviously I can't officially diagnose anyone. Dr. Todd Grande taught me that, but he seems to have a fucking very serious personality disorder that is just not going to let him realize he's wrong.
Oh yeah, no, he's fucking he's so far gone.
Yeah, but yeah, with the cartoon, so it's basically like him putting his foot in his mouth, but then like this is what's kind of brilliant about it. It's also because he keeps just kind of growing into himself like that, and it's basically not only foot in the mouth, but also being full of himself. So like it works on two levels. It's pretty brilliant, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, Papa Meat's pretty fucking smart guy, smart creative fellow.
Yeah, he's smarter than you think. Yeah, he's a fucking lunatic, dude. But yeah. Very entertaining, very intelligent. I'll find it for you.
Oh, I'll look it up after the show for sure. That's one of those things. I mean, you're welcome to find it. Absolutely. Oh, let's see here.
Yeah, I think Diorio watched it on his stream the other day.
Oh, they actually got a fucking illegal alien was working as a cop. And it turns out there's places where you can be a police officer and not actually be a citizen, which blows my fucking mind.
Oh, fuck. That's right. I heard about that, dude.
That one blew my mind because I'm like, at what point should that ever be legal? Like, you never want the people who have the authority to just shoot somebody not being actual citizens of your country. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, that's disturbing, dude. Yeah, I couldn't believe that happened, even in a super liberal place, dude. I couldn't fucking believe that shit.
That one truly was, yeah, that was one of those ones where you're like, that's fucking wrong. Crazy shit like that. Man. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, South Park came out with a new episode this weekend.
Oh, really? South Park's starting up again. Some new stuff. I thought they were kind of done. I didn't know they were still running.
So the reason why a lot of people said that is because the recent season was delayed because currently like Paramount's doing a merger with another company, and so anything new that gets released has to be done through the new brand. So that's why a lot of things that were already finished. The thing is with South Park, it's like it's, they make the episodes that like, was it 3 days to air or something? So it's like they can't really do that. So it's like the new stuff wouldn't be a Paramount thing; it'd be a new brand thing. This new merger that they're coming out with, and because it's
and they like to keep it close to the vest because they don't want it getting leaked what everything's about too early and kind of ruining the fun,
Well, in the merger, it's taking a lot longer than they thought it would, which is why it's been delayed as long as it has. Which is why people thought but they did have it in their contract that they can make specials. So it's like it's not an official. So that's why they keep coming out with specials. But they can only do so many, like the pandemic special and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or the Pandaverse. So
yeah, they're not making regular episodes or seasons. They're doing a bunch of specials instead. Yeah.
Yeah, we would have had
some way around some contract shit too. From what I understand.
Exactly. So they've been making a big fuss about that, about like not coming out with all the delays and stuff because of the merger, and they're saying how stupid this merger is, And like people were thinking, well, because they could just take South Park and walk, because I mean they make so much money that they don't really need Paramount or it's Comedy Central or whatever it is their deal is.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like that's a successful enough franchise that they could literally go anywhere.
So they did reach a kind of deal. As far as we can tell, they were given. And I'm surprised at what it was. This was the agreement. They were offered like $1.5 billion. Stay
Wow.
to stay with Paramount and to keep for the exclusive rights for streaming and all that kind of stuff. So whatever the deal is, so they were offered a lot of money, meaning
Oh,
that
I'm sure like old South Park episodes for streaming and stuff is a big fucking deal.
yep, there's so much
There's a lot of
content.
people who would be like, "Oh yeah, I'll order that service if it means I get to watch all the South Park episodes I want."
Yep. There's South Park has so much content. They've been around for so long that if they wanted to go and do their own streaming service, they could, and no one could stop them. I don't think that they haven't thought about it because it's like just they if they wanted to, they could find ways to fund to get other people to make their own versions of South Park and all that.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Yep, but yeah, so there's new episodes are finally coming out. We had one that was about like Jesus being brought back into schools. So now you have prayer in school. And PC Principal is now PC or Principal Christ or whatever. He's super religious now, which I didn't see coming. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh,
and then the other one is like Hartman starting up a podcast, becoming like Charlie Kirk and other conservative dreamers. So like, okay, all right, that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the one thing about South Park is that there is no holy sacred cow. They make fun of everybody for pretty reasonable things. So.
Did you see the? I don't know if you saw the clips he did of Donald, because Donald Trump's also a big thing in there, and they're riffing on Trump hard. And I thought this is
there's a lot of stuff to make fun of Trump for. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like he's not some fucking little cow.
So
let's be real. He's always been a little
specifically. Cow. There did seem to be a lot of people pretty pissed about it, but I never got the specifics.
Well, they show Trump. He's walking in the desert. He's hot and sweaty, so he starts undressing, and so he's walking around naked. He collapses on the ground, and then his penis starts getting animated, getting up and looking at him. But it's like super.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It got worse because it's so apparently.
What a fucking crazy idea.
So apparently, this one thing that Paramount was like, yeah, no, you can't actually show a penis. They're saying because it's on the streaming, they don't have nudity, that kind of stuff. So the middle ground is that one of the creators, I think it was Trey Parker or whatever, he literally brings up his finger with googly eyes, and they're saying because Trump's penis is so small.
Oh Jesus!
So it's just just a thing.
Well, the hardcore Trumpers are going to be pissed, but it's like it's South Park. It's a fucking joke. Get over it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's his fucking point.
And then it's official that Trump's penis is an actual character in the new South Park season. It hasn't happened yet, but they're saying like, yeah, that's a thing.
Dude, I'm sure Trump laughed, dude. Like, I wouldn't be at all surprised if he thought that shit was hilarious himself. And if he didn't, fuck him. Yeah,
well, I don't think
he's a little iffy on that kind of thing.
Yeah, he apparently he didn't like. As far as I can tell.
Too fucking bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm a big fan of freedom of speech, man, and that means people get to make fun of everybody. Hey.
That's right.
Nobody gets away.
I think he only says it because he kind of has to say it whenever people make fun of him. But honestly, I don't think he cares.
I sincerely doubt Trump puts much thought into it, honestly. But if he does, then too bad, man. That sucks that he's that thin-skinned. I would rather I would have more respect for somebody who is thicker skinned than that.
Well, and I don't know. I mean, he's gotten a lot. I don't blame him if it started to get to him because there's just so much shit going his way.
True. That's actually that's a fair point. There's been a lot of bullshit that has been thrown at his fucking family over the years.
Well, who I can't remember that lady who took that photo of herself with the severed Trump head and she's all covered in blood. It
Kathy
was like,
Griffin. Yeah,
Kathy
she's a
Griffin.
thank you.
fucking lunatic. Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't age well. That ended her career. It's like, good God, woman, what the fuck are you doing?
How did, the thing that gets me is like, and this is completely who like nothing to do with the political aspect of it. It's because like, how did you not? How did she not think that that was going to be a bad thing, regardless of who it was that she was holding the head of?
You know,
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think
there's no circumstance under which, unless it's a pedophile, I can see that working.
I think when it
Yeah,
comes
well,
to
there
a
were
lot,
plenty of people that had no problem with it
I
at the time.
I think that
For
when
the
it comes
country
to
then, especially.
I think when it comes to actors and celebrities and all that stuff, I think that they're not very smart, they're not very bright, and they're pretty much told what to do
Oh
because they
yeah.
have like photography teams and all that kind of stuff, and people taking the various different photos. Because essentially, we have people who are not very well educated, but they look good and they can read script, and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they're
yeah.
just
It's
sort
always
of
been the case with celebrities. That's why no one should take anything any of them say seriously.
exactly that's kind of how I feel about it. But a lot of people like to think of these people as well informed. Like they're not. They're dumb. They're stupid, but they're also being
Mm.
told what to do. And so I think there's a lot of people out there who just genuinely think, yeah, I guess this is good for my. I don't know about this whole photography thing, but I guess you know what you're doing because they're trusting the directors and photographers and all that kind of stuff. So that's why a lot of people like get really harsh on celebrities. But at the same time, I'm like, these are just dumb people. They don't know anything, and I think a lot of us tend to over judge a lot of celebrities because a lot of them tend to be told what to do. I don't
Yeah.
think they're that
Yeah, they're
smart.
gonna espouse opinions that are better for their brand or for their
Oh yeah, yeah,
career.
yeah. None of them give a shit about
And I
anything but
genuinely
like
believe.
their bottom line for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, if someone says to them like, "Hey, Robert Downey Jr., our market research shows that if you say this line, it'll do really good with the boomers and the zoomers and all that kind of stuff." It's like, yeah, whatever you say, man. I'm just here to do a job.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
As
Oh,
it
really?
should
The
be
18 to
though.
30 demographic? All right.
As it should be though. Like you're just there to do a job. Like so, who cares? I think
Yep.
that
Yeah,
the people
I
who
think
are
social
smart.
media.
Oh, go ahead.
Hmm. No, I just want to say, I think all of them being on social media has made a lot more people realize how dumb and uninformed they are.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it used to be a huge mistake. Like nobody knew a whole lot about the vast majority of these fucking actors and fucking athletes or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But now they're
100%.
spouting off stupid shit on social media. Um, so they're revealed as the idiots they are to a lot of people.
Yeah. And like fair
That's one
enough.
good thing.
I mean, when it comes to social media, like I get it. Like we can get a lot of people like kissing your ass and all that stuff. I mean, it can be kind of intoxicating and an ego boost and all that. But at the same time, it's like these are just random people. You don't know anything about them. You shouldn't take what someone says on the internet you know with all that much
Yeah,
reverence or something.
not too much weight behind it.
Yeah.
Now they send you a super chat or whatever. They actually send you money. It's like, wow, okay, I guess I should acknowledge your comment.
Well, what is it? What really? I think uh, demonstrates that more than a lot of things that have been, but recently in more recent things that came out was look at how many people, myself included, absolutely fucking bought into the Carl Jobst sort of like narrative that like Billy Mitchell was the horrible cheater that cheated and was a bad person and all this other stuff. And now when you look at it now and you see all the claims that were made, you see that there was no real evidence behind any of his claims. But everybody jumped on like the Carl
Yeah.
Jobst is good and Billy Mitchell's a cheater pants guy. And it turns
Yeah.
out
Well,
maybe
Jobs, yeah.
probably not the case at all. But I mean, I'm just saying that's like a thing where everybody was listening to people and not really like thinking for themselves.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm part of the
Well,
group
yeah.
too.
Well,
So
Yeah, and Jobs like very much made it appear that the lawsuit was about Bill
That's
Cheater,
not what I'm
and it
talking
absolutely
about.
wasn't.
I'm not talking about the
Yeah,
lawsuit.
no, I know,
Yeah, I was
I
just
know.
saying that nobody ever
Yeah,
questioned any of his claims.
yeah, no, he seemed to be
Is the
somebody
part
that
that
was
I was talking about. Yeah, it's
kind of
just that
like
they. Yeah.
yeah, kind of like Mudahar. Like for some reason, he had this fucking air of fucking pristine fucking trustability or whatever, and they both seemed to, turned out to be full of shit.
Yeah. But I think the one that was like viral was this Carl Jobs Billy Mitchell thing. I think that went a lot of places on the internet. That really caught a lot of traction. I don't think a lot of people know who Mudahar is. Mudahar's kind of small,
What?
but like Billy Mitchell had like mainstream, like attract, like he was in the mainstream. He's in like the fucking what do you call it? He was in
Yeah,
that
he's
like
been around a long time.
there's like
Yeah,
a
he's definitely
fucking
since the
documentary
80s.
about the whole thing, like a documentary about him having the record and everything. The King of Kong. So he's like a mainstream personality. Is why I think that's more relevant. It's just that like everybody was perfectly willing to throw him under the bus because it was like, oh yeah, well cheaters suck, and this guy's calling him a cheater, and he sounds really smart. It's that fucking accent
I
gets us
swear I
every time.
remember hearing
Any
like
kind of British accent
depositions
just
from
gets
Billy
us.
Mitchell. Yeah, saying things that were like kind of outed him as being a liar too. Though. So yeah, I wouldn't completely exonerate him on any of that
Oh, I'm not. I'm just saying,
either.
like, when you go back and look, it's kind of wacky how there's really no uh, actual evidence to anything that he said.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
said a
I
lot of
think
shit, but he never
your
said
love of his
anything
hot
with
sauce
and
is
here's the
clouding your
evidence that
judgment.
proves it. You know, everybody just
I
went like,
think your
nah,
love of
he's
his
got
hot
that
sauce
Australian
is mind
accent and he's got that fucking that right tone, so he must be being true. He must be saying the right. He must be being
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. That one, like the reputation that he had before losing that case, dude, to what it is now is a
Yeah.
crazy fucking fall grace, dude.
And I think that's a
For
big problem
Carl
in just society in general, and probably because of the education
Jones.
system, if you think about it, where like people will just trust stuff that somebody says without any idea of whether or not, without any actual evidence to back up the statement. It's kind of a
Yeah,
dangerous
that
way
has
to
always
do it.
been a problem online.
Nah.
Yeah, that cult of personality where people just believe the shit that their favorite fucking
It's
YouTuber
like
said.
I trust a lot of what Nick Diorio says, but I do question some things. Like the reason
Well,
he
I
doesn't
think
trust the return dislike button is because the one guy on a stream said it, and I'm like, I don't know that that's enough evidence for me to say one way or the other. Like, I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying that that it's accurate, but I don't know that I trust either one of them. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, but where's the evidence
yeah,
that that's not a real thing? So, like, you know.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, the dislike thing is, I mean, it's obviously not based on actual data of who's disliking videos. Like, it's obviously some kind of fucking.
But how do you know
Uh,
that it's an algorithm?
what else would it be if it's not on based on the
I mean,
actual
it could be
data?
scraping. It could be scraping information from YouTube site that's on there, because the people
Mm-hmm.
can still see that information if they have to own the channel. And I'm not saying it does. I'm not. It probably is an algorithm. I'm not. I do understand that. I'm just saying, like, the only evidence I've seen to prove that to say that it's only an algorithm is based off of one guy said it on a stream, and it's like, well, I want more evidence before I agree either way. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. All the ones that I've seen where they've the actual creators come out and shown their actual dislikes, it seems to be off a lot on any video that you actually care to know what the dislike amount is.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
mean,
yeah,
it's
whatever it is,
reasonable
it
to
seems
say it
like for
is.
the
I'm just
average
saying.
video, it's going to be pretty spot on. But for any like outlier video that's going to get more likes or more dislikes than an average video from a person, it doesn't seem to be all
Is
that
that, or
accurate.
is that people changing numbers and not being honest about the video likes and dislikes when it's a political issue? Because
Yeah, I don't
like
know. The ones I've seen,
we're all relying on people's word, and that's my concern when it comes to that.
yeah. Well, I
I'm
guess in
not
that
saying
case,
either way though. I'm not saying it is accurate or isn't accurate. I'm saying before you decide one way or the other, I'd like more evidence, please. So
yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know
really
where it
care who
comes
says
from.
what until they actually have evidence to back it up more than just like, well, I said so, so it's got to be true.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it would have to be the actual algorithm, whoever's running that shit, that
That's what I'm
extension
saying. Yeah, yeah. Before I'll
would have
buy either
to,
way. I mean,
you know.
I'm inclined to distrust it just as a general rule, but
Yeah. Although again, yeah, they could be bullshitting too, I guess, but that would be kind of weird
yeah.
if they came out and made up some bullshit about how it works.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be that weird.
I
Never
don't know
mind.
enough about computers to say one way or the other, but I'm like, I know the data is on the website
Yeah.
somewhere. So that means if it's on the website, people can access it remotely, which means so could some sort of back end program. So,
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, especially. Well, yeah, I would imagine if it does some backdoor shit like that. Like if every channel that's using that extension is having their data scraped. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, where it's somehow
So it
looking
would
and
have an actual
scraping the
accurate
data
count.
from like somewhere in the back area of it or hacking it or some way. I don't know. I can't imagine that that would be legal, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, it would be crazy if that happened. Like, yeah, like, oh no, I've got the extension, and oh, it turns out that it has an exact fucking spot on score for your dislikes because it has access to that info because your channel has the extension.
All I know is I don't know enough about computers to trust anybody's word on that shit.
It's all bullshit. I'm just
Yep.
saying,
You're
it's
going to
all
be trusting
bullshit.
it even less in the future with all this AI stuff.
Very true. Yeah, you can't fucking trust anything with AI. It's a very valid point.
All these various different pictures and videos I keep seeing. It's like I don't know, man. AI is a little too. It's advancing too fast. It's a little
Oh,
too
dude.
scary.
Like, it's fucking crazy. Some fucking kid on one of the Discords I'm on started suddenly loading up all this fake AI shit of random people, like, naked and doing weird, creepy sex acts all of a sudden. And it was just like, apparently it's real easy to just download an AI program and make, like, crazy fucking shit of anybody now. You know, like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of surprising. There's not tons of that at this point.
and it looks totally legit. Like, if you didn't know or you'd never seen AI before, like, you might believe that was a real thing with that particular, like, actress or female character or whatever. But the whole thing is pretty creepy, man. Pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah, the ones I feel the worst for are the cryptid hunters. Like somebody's gonna finally get like actual footage of Bigfoot, and then everybody's just gonna be like, "That's AI. You're full of shit."
I think that's the point.
I feel bad for those people.
As soon as there's a real picture of Bigfoot, no one's gonna believe him.
Well, I think that's kind of what's
Yeah.
going to happen because they're like I think, in my opinion, my conspiracy tinfoil hat thing. I think a lot of stuff's going to come up. I think a lot of things that we didn't think were real are going to be found out to be actually real. But because of the whole AI stuff, you're not going to believe your eyes. You're not going to believe anything that you.
There was a story about that recently that just came out. For the longest time, and this has been my personal conspiracy theory, and I think a lot of people have probably agreed with what I would think is, I don't think that if you on your driver's license in the U.S. you put a little sticker on there if you want to be an organ donor, so they can use your organs if you die in like a horrible accident or something. And I've always been like, no, I'm not putting my name in. No, I don't want to do that because I don't think they'll do everything that they need to save me if it's there. I think they'll be more inclined to just let me die if it's easier.
can't remember where I saw it, but
And
that was
recently
brought
it's
up.
come out. They're investigating it. It looks like that might actually be true.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, there's a
Yeah, I
stuff
wouldn't be
out
surprised.
there. Yeah, I think they said.
I don't know if it's widespread, but yeah, I'd be surprised if that wasn't happening.
Yeah,
At
well,
least
the
some
numbers
spots.
already so far look like it's absolutely the case that they absolutely do not save you when you have that thing, and then like they will let you die, more likely to let you die if your fucking organ
Yeah,
failure, if you're
actually,
not. So far,
yeah. Now that I'm thinking about like how much money is involved with that kind of shit,
mm-hmm.
yeah, probably pretty widespread now that I think about it.
And it's not like a crazy fucking weird conspiracy theory if you think about it. It's just like a pretty reasonable fucking concern.
Yeah, no, it's greed. Pretty essential to human nature, dude, for a lot of situations. So yeah, it would actually be surprising if it just happening at all. I would be pretty shocked.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's probably happening quite a fair bit, considering again just the amount of money involved in that kind of shit.
Yeah. So it turns out that might be the case. It's pretty fucking crazy, and that's like you're saying, you know, like AI and stuff. I'm sure there's people that aren't going to believe it, but like that's just coming out to turn out to be like, oh yeah, no, people might actually. A lot of that stuff could be very real.
I think a lot of it's also designed to credit a lot of the conspiracy theorists, all that. A lot of them are probably going to get found out to be that they're true. Like, look at all the stuff we're hearing right now in Congress about aliens. Like, it wasn't that long ago we heard about it, and actually fairly recently they had another one talking about that, essentially confirming that the government is communicating with extraterrestrial life, and deals were made for humans to be experimented on. It's like, are you kidding? That, and it's like, but there's nothing confirmed. It's just a hearing and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, so essentially, all these videos that we're seeing is real, not fake. They are real. They are happening. We do know it. It's like, okay, but then they always use these wishy-washy words like, oh yeah, maybe, could be this, like, but effectively, yeah, they're
potentially this or that or the other thing, yeah.
So like, if evidence does come out, are you going to believe it, or are you going to think it's AI? I think that's the point. So that way they're admitting it, but you're not going to believe it even if you see it.
One of the things, and I think the big beautiful bill that turns out to be more sinister than I would have thought. I think it's in the big beautiful bill. States are prohibited from making laws regarding AI for 10 years. Which to me is real weird. Like, why does the federal government need to have control over AI, like, laws? That's a little fucking weird, right? A little fucking weird.
Yeah,
a little disconcerting.
That seems like something. That seems like something that should have to be its own separate bill.
And then
like it shouldn't be able to be thrown into it.
I mean, the fucking these bills are thousands of pages long, dude. It's fucking insane. I honestly I would be happy to see a complete removal and like redoing of like all of the fucking laws. Like, just take all the laws off the books, go back and redo them all in plain and simple language that anybody who's graduated from grade school can understand. And if that's a problem because it makes it harder to get around or fucking find back doors and sneaky ways around it and confuse people as to what they mean, then oh no, that's terrible. You know, like, it's just so disturbing.
Well, in any case, I'm going to head off to bed.
Alrighty, man. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't worry, no one's taking your organs yet. You're fine.
They better not. Good night.
Buenos nachos.
And peace out.
Man. That's a very good
It also
point.
kind of, the AI thing kind of works the other way, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there could be actual footage of some fucked up shit taken, and whoever's involved in that footage could be like, that's AI. That didn't happen.
Yep.
Yeah, I never did that. You know what I'm saying?
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's going to
Brilliant
be
way
interesting
to go, too, by the
see
way.
how that plays out.
Especially if you do it early while it's still really hard.
Pretty good for the
still like a new technology, and people think of it as like capable of anything. Like that'd be the best fucking excuse right now.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck that hooker. I fucked that hooker. You know, like.
Yeah. Maybe that's why the government folks don't want that shit off, or they don't want states
Maybe,
having
yeah,
any control.
I don't know. That's a good
Like,
fucking
no, we got
question.
plans for that. We got plans for that shit.
Absolutely believable, in my opinion, for sure. Let's see,
Scary
what else
times,
was there?
man.
Oh, I think it's hilarious. The T app got hacked. That shit's the funniest in the fucking on the planet for me right now. The T app was the one where women would get up there and most likely lie about men, like that they dated. Because, like, let's be real, there's no motivation to get up there and be honest whatsoever. It's just a place for women who are mad about whatever kind of situation they were in to fucking make complaints and defame, like, whoever they were dating. And dox them arbitrarily.
Yeah, to just slander them. Yeah, and just slander them without them ever knowing.
Well, and then there was no way no way for men to have things taken down that were said about them. They were not taking things down.
Yeah,
and it's like, look, if somebody said something that's not true about somebody, and you don't know which is being honest, the safe bet legally is just to take it down. You know, like that's how it should be. It should always be err on the side of like, you can't convict somebody without a fucking, evidence of some kind. So I don't know.
Yeah, the whole concept of the app was fucking.
Well, and then, if there was an app like that for men to complain about like women that they dated, women would be losing their goddamn minds. You know, like they'd be rioting in the fucking streets.
Yeah,
justifiably,
case,
again,
honestly,
because
I would trust
there's no motivation for you to be honest in those, like,
than the women.
And it's not like the men are going to be more honest than the women, exactly. Yeah, it's like, I just don't see any
I actually think they would
that to be a good thing.
I don't think they'd be completely honest. Yeah, I would actually trust men to be more honest about that shit than women.
But either way, I think either way, the majority is going to be less honest. Not because men and women are different in honesty, but because
it's going to be people pissed off.
Exactly. The majority of people who are leaving comments
shit about their
mad.
exes.
They're not going to be like happy about what they like. If you're happy with your date, you're going on another date. You're not going to go fucking try to like hang out with that person. You know what I mean? It's like it just doesn't make sense.
Give them a good rating online.
Yeah. That's not your goal. Like, how many times have people gone on to like? Actually, it'd be interesting. How many good reviews are there compared to how many bad reviews on places like Yelp and stuff?
Right.
Like, that'd be an interesting
how many
question.
Are actually honest?
Well, and then at least Yelp has, they use it for blackmail, but there is a way for you get Yelp stuff taken down, but you have to pay them. But if somebody puts something up that's defamatory and untrue about your restaurant or something, and you're like a small business, that could be disastrous for you on a local level. Like, you might lose all your business and go out of, not be able to keep your business open.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, it's ripe for abuse. Oh shit, I thought I was playing it. Wait, am I? What the fuck are you playing? Is this still the drug game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're playing? Okay. Alright. Yeah, for some reason, I'm not used to looking at it because I'm not used to actually, having people that might be in the chat.
Oh, yeah, last I heard from
it's been a while.
He's grabbing some food, so he might be.
Alright. Yeah, I saw that.
I'm just restocking my cocaine.
Ghosted us. Right. Nice.
Gotta keep producing, man. Gotta keep producing my drugs for my dealers.
Yeah, of course. Got to get those exploding donut drugs out there on the market.
I keep those, and I just use those to sell at when I'm running around at night and people come up and randomly ask me for drugs. Because it turns out
Right.
that a lot of people get really, really scared and like will just run around screaming when people are randomly blowing up on the street for some reason. Unfortunately, I don't know why I didn't think that through so much in advance. I think I should have realized that. That should have occurred to me a lot sooner. Because every time, and sometimes customers that you need to sell to later that day will also just be dead because they were too close to the fucking to the explosion and it killed them. It's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. It kicked me off again, dude. Sorry, I missed like the last 30 seconds, whatever you said.
So it turns out it's not necessarily the best thing to have random people exploding all the time. Because it
Really?
kind of makes people a little scared. Your customers might be terrified and too terrified to buy any drugs. They might just be running around cowering. Or sometimes
what a bunch of puss.
they might be standing too close to the person that another drug dealer sold the exploding cocaine to, and they get caught in the blast and die as well.
Collateral damage.
Yeah, it's
Tragic.
really unfortunate. Does not work out the way I'd hoped.
Yeah, not great for the street cred of your drug brand.
No.
Or the drug
Definitely
brand
not.
in general. The drug market in general. Yeah.
So what happens is when I'm running around at night restocking all my my drug manufacturing businesses and stuff, I carry around what I have of that. I carry around some of that and just sell it to the people at random in the middle of the night because they all respawn the next day and then everybody's back to normal in the morning and it doesn't matter anymore. So I still make money off of it. I just have a shit ton of it that I gotta like sell very carefully.
Yeah. The less witnesses, the better.
Yes, exactly.
They should have like guinea pigs for the more upscale drug users out there that have to try it first to see if they blow up.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That'd be helpful for everybody except the guinea pigs for the most part.
Yes. The guinea pigs will be fucked, but everyone else will be fine.
But until they die or blow up or whatever, they're going to be getting high for free and getting paid for it, I would imagine, beyond
that's a
the
good
free
point.
drugs.
That is actually a pretty darn good point.
Risk reward,
Yep, exactly. 100% in.
That could be an interesting dynamic to add to the game.
Well, the next thing they're adding to the game is cartels. They actually let everybody vote. It was, did you want to add shrooms? Do you want an upgrade on the police department, or do you want cartels? And everybody voted for the cartels, which is what I wanted, because I think it'll be more fun. Having like a rival drug dealers to go up against. I'm like, the cops being better, like that'll be all right, but the cartel sounds genuinely a lot more fun for now, so we'll see.
Right.
But like it's all gonna get done.
Shrooms probably wouldn't make much real difference. Yeah.
Well, it would be fun. It would be fun having to set up another like place to like sell them and stuff. But we'll see.
But yeah, compared to the cartel option, yeah, I can see why everybody
Oh
wants
yeah, everybody went cartel for sure.
decided to wait
And the cops are just kind
wait
of
on the
like
shrooms.
mildly fucking irritating right now, so it's not really that bad. But it could be a real pain in the ass trying to fucking sell drugs if the cops were everywhere and constantly fucking getting in the way. It could be really fucking
Yeah,
irritating.
yeah. Ramping up that difficulty doesn't sound like it'd make it more fun.
Unless it's something you can adjust. I think if it was like a thing where you could be like,
Yeah.
all right, the cops have been improved, and if you want to deal with that, here's the slider, you know? Low, medium, or high difficulty slider. Thank you very much. Thanks. But we'll see.
Yep.
Indeed. The nice thing about this one, though, is I do like that it's a multiplayer game, so you can have like up to like 4 of your friends come and join your game and help you like sell drugs and do all the stuff.
Nice. So you can start your own, cartel can be made up of like you and your friends probably. Once
Yeah, exactly. So like when the cartels get involved, you can start to go and do the whole thing like your own little gang of people to help you out.
Oh, so yeah, have they said exactly how that's going to operate? Is it going to end up being like guilds and like an MMO thing?
No, they have not said how that's going to end up operating, so I'm not really sure. I'm interested to see.
Yeah. See how that actually ends up.
It appears that I may have fucking screwed myself over with my own source. That's funny. I sold some cocaine that exploded to some people, and I think they blew up close enough that my dealer guy that sells me my cocaine seeds like ran away and isn't like coming back anytime soon.
Goddamn.
He's just run off and cowering in a corner somewhere, so that's unfortunate. Oh no, he's dead. Oh well, I won't be meeting him tonight.
Jeez. You got way too close, dude. Didn't have the option to run away.
I don't know why he was in the middle of the street in the first place to be blown up, but he's definitely dead on the street there. So, oh well.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought the skateboard was like some kind of weird baccarat thingy that they used to pick up like the chips and shit in the baccarat table.
Yeah, it does look kind of funky.
I don't know why I have no idea why it went there. My head went to baccarat of all things, but that's where it went.
Is there a new James Bond movie out? There's a new Indiana Jones movie. I don't know if you've seen that one yet, but it's pretty fucking terrible.
Oh wow. So it's not the Dial of Destiny one?
No, that's the one, Dial of Destiny. I saw that. That's one I watched, and it was pretty fucking awful. Although
from what I heard, the girl boss girl
they've stopped trying to put a girl for him to fuck in there, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah, it was just a girl to show him up, right? Constantly fucking show him up and make him look stupid.
Actually,
that's what the impression I got was from the reviews and shit.
That actually wasn't the way that was portrayed. I don't know who if you got that from somebody who said it or whatever. No, so the concept is the Dial of Destiny is the thing everybody's going for. It's a dial made by, I think it's Archimedes or something, that points the way to a rift in time for time travel. So, of course, one of the Nazis wants it to go back in time and kill Hitler and take over the Nazi regime and do it better. The girl is the daughter of one of the people that Indiana Jones worked with during the World War II stuff, where he was going after the Nazis, whose father became obsessed with the Dial of Destiny and she ended up becoming like a somebody who steals and finds artifacts to sell them on the black market. And so like she does show him up, but it's not like making him look stupid. It's just her being a piece of shit and conning him, making him think she's not a bad person. And he keeps thinking, oh no, she's going to be good this time, and she goes off and does sell it again. So I will say that wasn't the case. But it just felt like Grandpa Superman, because it's like Indiana Jones looks like he belongs in an old folks' home, sitting quietly drinking tea or whiskey or something, and he's knocking out these fucking big ass burly fucking people, and you're like, that's just like, come on, like, right, like, just fucking, he's not. Indiana Jones can't be like jumping around on trains and fucking knocking people the fuck out and stuff like that anymore. He's just too old. It just doesn't work.
Right. Yeah, it just seems silly.
Yeah, it just seems absurd, man. It's unfortunate.
God damn it.
But yeah, it just seems kind of silly. And then also Indiana Jones at the very end is like wants to stay back in time with Archimedes. Like it just doesn't make sense, right, for the character. Like I'm not crazy. Like that seems really like not in Indiana Jones's character at all. Like, he would obviously be smart enough to know that...
Yeah, I can imagine him... I can imagine him wanting to hang out for a while. But if it was an option of having to stay, or like, like quickly becoming a point where you have to go back or you have to stay forever, yeah, I can't imagine him staying forever.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Because, like, he of all people would know how dangerous that would be. You know, like, historically, he could do so much damage to the timeline.
Plus just the fucking...
Yeah. And so and that's exactly what's going on.
Plus just the lack of fucking...
what do you call it? Writing or whatever?
Yeah, beyond any time ruining or whatever. What do you call it? Causality fucking up shit or whatever.
It's just out of character.
It's like ancient times. Why the fuck would you want to live in ancient times till you die?
Well, that was just without all the modern. This my whole life. Now I get to live it. He's like, I get to live it, and it's like you're looking at a battle of like thousands of people killing thousands of people in the middle of like you're in the middle of it, and the rift is closing quickly, and if you don't get on the plane and go back now, it's going to be too late, and you're going to have to be there forever. Why would you want to be? That's horrible.
Yeah. Like I said, if it was like, hey, I'm going to stay for a couple weeks just to like see how shit actually went down for sure.
Yeah, he would be able to go back and, like, or whatever. Watch people live their lives in their like daily houses or whatever, and just see what their shit they did. Like, how did they really use this kind of pottery? And you can go ask someone, and they'll fucking show you. You know. I could totally understand that, but like wanting to stay there forever just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, there's all kinds
of problems. He's also like gravely wounded, so it's also kind of implied that he would just die like over the next couple of weeks in incredible agonizing pain, because it's like they don't have medical tech like we do. Like, they can't fix a bunch of fucking bullet wounds. Also, he's like in his fucking 70s. How's he running around with bullet wounds like it's no big fucking deal? It was just so fucking dumb. It was such a waste. It was sad. It was funny to watch, though. Like it was entertaining as hell, because the whole time you're just watching going, this is so terrible. Oh my God, why? And so I was laughing the whole time, but not in a good way.
Why did the writers think any of this? Yeah, why did the writers think any of this makes sense?
Yeah, I don't know, because they were getting paid a lot of money to pretend it did. so goofy. There's a Happy Gilmore 2 out. I'm actually looking forward to watching that. I pre-watched 20 minutes of it for the movie group because I do a movie every week for the karaoke group, and so far the first 20 minutes seem like it's legitimate, like a real Adam Sandler movie, not like the lazy fucking vacation Sandler movies that we've been getting. Where it's not some like exotic location where Adam Sandler and his friends and family are hanging out for vacation and getting paid to make a movie while they do it, which I don't begrudge. But it's pretty funny.
Right. Yeah, I would definitely do it if I could. It sounds like fun.
Well, and to be fair, like the movies aren't great, but they're not the worst things I've ever seen. You know, like I've seen worse.
No, I like the original a lot, dude.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, his vacation movies aren't terrible. Like they're not great, but they're not like genuinely awful movies.
Yeah.
It's not like the Bruce Willis ones.
Yeah, they're decent.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not like Bruce Willis movies. It's
where he's quite clearly getting the lines fed into him, fed into his ear.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, the Adam Sandler ones are kind of funny.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's like not really as good as the original, but it's still pretty good. Like it's not as good as the first Happy Gilmore, but it's still plenty.
Following the spirit of the original. So the 20 minutes I watched had a lot of the jokes, redone jokes from the original, but it was like his kids are doing the thing, so it's like, oh, haha, I get it. His kids are the same exact way he was when he was that age, kind of thing. And it looks like it's genuinely going to be like entertaining. So we watched the original one this week, and we'll watch that one next week. The rest of it.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to that.
Shit, man. Yeah, nowadays that's
What
more than you
can you
almost
ask
hope
for, right?
for anything. Any. Yeah. Indeed.
Oh God, I gotta pee real bad. I'll be right back.
All right.
I gotta pee so bad.
It's covered in everything. If I'm missing something. Yeah. Oh shit. Here, I didn't check this. See if anyone's if Mad Metal's back or not. We're ignoring them. Nope, nothing new it looks like, but yeah, it's nice of them to stop by either way. I'll talk about the grand puppy while Stabby's gone. So yeah, my golden retriever grand puppy today was way more hyper than normal. And if you're familiar with golden retrievers, they're really fucking hyper, and no matter what. But yeah, he was like out of control today. Like I have my hamper in my room here, which is typical, small hamper. It's about a couple feet off, about 3 feet off the ground, 2.5, 3 feet off the ground, typical width. Couple, 3 feet by 2 feet. No, not even that, probably 2.5 feet by 2 feet, whatever the fuck it is. It's not a big area, even for a golden retriever. And he hopped up directly from the ground all the way up on top of it. She's never fucking done. And was just sitting there. And then he tried to lay down on it, which I guess he managed to do, but she barely fucking fit on it. It was pretty funny to look at. I should have filmed it like I normally used to, but I don't do as much anymore. And then anytime I take him to go outside the side yard to pee, poop, or whatever, just hang out, more often than not, he will go through the kitchen, go like to the door, and then at the last second, he will zag off and go into my mom's room and bug her for whatever. And he did that earlier today, and he fucking did kind of the same thing as he did with the hamper, but with my mother's torso. So he hopped up off the ground directly onto like all four of his paws, managed to fucking land on her like stomach and chest. And that's something he's also never done before. So that was interesting. Because again, normally he'll jump up and lay across like kind of on the side and fucking freak out, uh, like he's never seen the person or hasn't seen the person in like 10 years. So that part's normal, but yeah, he's never jumped all the way up past her lap, like not even just into her lap, just past her lap and onto her fucking like stomach and chest, like her torso. So that was fun. Yeah. So yeah, I told my son, I'm like, look, man, I tried. Like I played with him a lot. I did the play fighting, throwing the ball, that kind of shit. But none of it seemed to make a dent. He's just fucking crazy hyper today. So that still fun. He's still adorable. He's a golden retriever. So there. I haven't talked about him much in a while, so I figured I'd not bother Stabby with it, or anyone else probably, really, unless Mad Metal's back listening. Yeah, that's about it. Mm. Yeah. What else? Let's see what else is going on that we may not have talked about. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the pirate software thing is fucking weird. Mm-hmm. Oh Jesus, yeah, yeah. Stabby had shared a video about how to make friends with crows, which was interesting. Which yeah, might led to believe crows are pretty goddamn smart for their brain and body size and all that. And you can make friends with them apparently if you keep to a regular schedule of giving them food to eat or whatever. And apparently they don't want to bring dogs around, so I had kind of made a comment on there asking if like golden retrievers or like Bernese mountain dogs were an exception to that. Like crows can differentiate between the dogs that would eat them and dogs that would like starve rather than eat any other animal. Like a golden retriever or a Bernese mountain dog probably would. If they got lost somewhere, would probably make all kinds of animal friends and just starve with all those perfectly edible animal friends all around them. I haven't heard back yet. Probably won't, but I thought it was an interesting question to pose. What else? Damn, Stabby's taking a long piss. Oh yeah, you shared a clip of Joel McHale talking about apparently Chevy Chase really is quite the asshole IRL. I was kind of iffy when I heard it from like Dan Harmon because Dan Harmon's a fucking asshole too, in my opinion. But Joel McHale not quite the same, so a lot more credence to the rumors. Let's see the only landing thing. Alright, TAP. Okay, I don't know what the dog genitals thing's about. Get to that one. I'll let Stabby about that when he gets back. If he gets back. If Stabby ever gets back. Alright, now I'm starting to think he's just fucking with me. Okay, nothing there. Oh, the gooey butter cake. Yeah, Bluebell ice cream is the great. One of the greats, if you're not familiar. They have a flavor called gooey butter cake, and I'd never heard of gooey butter cake before. Um, but the ice cream is fantastic. The ice cream is really good. But then again, not a whole lot of Bluebell flavors that I've tried that I did not really like. Uh, they have a new banana. It was like banana fudge or something. That one was pretty mediocre. That's one of the few that wasn't all that great. My favorite cookies and cream. I'm not a huge fan of cookies and cream, but theirs is really, really good. That's about it on that. Primitive surround. God damn, I've been missing a lot of shit he's posting. All right, Stabby. Starting to worry about you.
I've returned. Sorry, I didn't. I went and peed, and then I just suddenly had to poop. You know how that goes.
Well, you're back way early in that case. Shit. Never mind.
Hey, man, you gotta go as fast as you can.
Okay.
Did you see
What was I just came across
that Asian chick
that
announcement thing that I posted?
No. I mean, I just scrolled by it now, but no, I didn't watch it.
I was hoping you'd watch like a couple seconds to see if it did the same thing to you. Like, I clicked on it because I'm like, this is nothing I've ever watched or am at all interested in. How is this even in my feed? So I was like, I'm going to click on it because, like, I want to reward YouTube for at least giving me something that's not everything I have looked at over and over again. Like, the number of times I've gotten videos where I've seen it a couple of times before, and it's suggesting me shit that I've already watched over and over is fucking obnoxious. So I was like, fine, it's something different. But I literally clicked on the video and then came to about 5 minutes in and was like, from the second her voice started going, I just tuned completely out.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I was like, I know that happens in like shows and movies and stuff, but legitimately it was so weird to just completely tune someone out. And it was just something about her. Like, I can't watch it. I tried watching again and I can't actually concentrate on the film, on anything she says. She's speaking English. She only has a slight accent. The words are perfectly clear. I can't
just whatever the
retain anything.
Is just the perfect one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's some sort of announcement. Oh, it's a concert announcement according to the thumbnail. But like,
right.
I could not at all fucking follow any of it or retain any of it. Right. Like her tone of voice or something just was like sent me to outer space.
She looks like if you told AI to make an Asian Kate, not Kate Winslet, Kate Blanchett.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Said, hey, make an Asian version of Kate Blanchett.
That's a good description.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a young Kate Blanchett with the ears not sticking out as much.
Yeah. It's hard to get those ears to stick out as much as Kate Blanchett's, man. That's an
perfect for playing an elf in the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, some sort of announcement for a concert. It just blew my mind because I was just like,
right.
I've tuned people out before, but not to that level where I literally just like was in a fucking vegetative state from it. Like that
it was like involuntary. Weird. Just involuntary tuning someone out, dude. That was just pretty crazy. Yeah, I'll have to listen to that.
It was like waking up 8 minutes later. You know, it was like, oh, I'm awake now. How was I not awake before? What the fuck happened?
The fuck, did the alien just do like a quick 8-minute abduction on me? I just fucking lost 8 minutes of time.
Yeah, and I knew it wasn't aliens because my ass wasn't sore. So
that is the way to tell.
Yeah, like if your ass is sore, then you've been abducted by aliens for sure. But if it's fine, then like, yeah, they didn't get you.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh, what was the dog genitals thing?
So they fucking
thing. I didn't get
submitted like for research funding at like a big university, some sort of study, and their pretense was we're gonna make it so that it's ridiculous. So the study was studying the genitalia of like 10,000 dogs. And it was something that would have eventually said something to do with men being rapists or something. But it was like the outcome was like predetermined to be sexist against men. And they wanted to see if it would get funded, and it got funded immediately with no questions. It was absolutely ridiculous. They were like, this is insane. Like, you can't just fucking, like, okay shit like this. This is absurd. Like, why is this being given money? This is so ridiculous. But, you know, hey.
Yeah. I wish I was surprised.
Shit. Yeah, like, no one is surprised. No one is shocked. It wasn't like some sort of revolutionary news. Like, we all knew that shit was going on.
Mm.
But I thought it was pretty funny. They were getting a pretty good laugh at it, crazy. Talking about it. That was at least worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Universities, dude, they're they're no longer science. There's nothing to do with science in them anymore. They're just there to fucking indoctrinate people and.
Well, especially. Yeah, it used to be just the soft sciences, you know what I mean? And now it's like literally all of it.
Yeah.
Just like all science seems to be fucked up by crazy shit.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Right. We want to start with an outcome. Work with that. Yeah. Yeah, the idea of any scientific discipline starting with the desired outcome and then just trying to work towards that is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
fucking absurd.
It's really insane, and it's an incredibly dangerous proposition. Like, regardless of what your point of view is politically, it's not the kind of thing you want to deal with because it's in the long run you end up not having science anymore. Is essentially what ends up going on, you know.
Yeah, the experiment or whatever the study, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is useless. If you're going to start with what you want it to end up at.
There was just recently one of my friends at the karaoke group who also likes the weed was like, oh, you gotta see this thing I found. There's this thing they came out with just recently. It turns out that weed makes you like 40 times more likely to get heart problems. You know, part of that funding came from the cigarette companies.
That's right.
And the research, if you want to call it research, was just looking at how many people who died of heart issues smoked weed, and saying, oh, it was from the weed, and like not really looking at other factors at all. It was just like, yeah, so a lot of people that have heart issues also smoke weed. Well, a lot of people smoke weed. You know, like that's just a lot of. It's like. You know, serial killers were playing violent video games. Well, a lot of people play violent video games, dude. I mean, you're going to start banning forks and spoons? Serial killers ate stuff with forks and spoons, too, you know? Like, it's like ubiquitous things. It's like, you can't... It was the dumbest shit ever.
Oh, my God.
They've done research on weed to see, like, what health negatives are there. And they weren't even, like, talking about, was this, like, smoking weed, like, by, like, burning it or, like... using a vape, was there differences in that? Was it different if you ate it versus if you smoked it? So it was just like clearly they went in there to figure out how weed was fucking up people's health and then went from there. They were not...
Yeah. I don't know why the fuck the cigarette companies didn't just invest in...
Well, the cigarette companies were like only part of the funding. There was a bunch of other funding, but I'm willing to bet big money that the vast majority of the funding was from fucking cigarette companies.
Pharma. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I assume like big pharma companies would probably have a stake in that too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
On some level, probably not as much of an interest as the.
Well, because there's a lot of things that if you smoke weed, you can benefit from it in ways that you would normally need medications for. You know, it will help you with anxiety if you do it correctly. It will help with depression. It will help with what do you call it? Appetite. Like if you're having trouble eating for some reason,
I was thinking about that.
You know, smoke a little weed, you're gonna feel better. Smoke a little weed, you're less, depressed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of specifically. It was like cancer patients that are able to eat, after the chemo if they smoke weed or ingest weed in some form.
Oh yeah, like my
in
grandma,
Storm,
when she had
California.
cancer, for the longest time she was like dead set against weed. Like fucking weed is wrong on every level. And they finally got her to smoke weed, and this is before it was really like medically legal. So my cousins had to like sneak it into the fucking
Right.
hospital for her. But oh boy, howdy man! Like they
Right.
got her with the weed, and she's like sucking down chocolate milkshakes like they were going out of style, man. Which, you know, when you're at the point where you're
Yeah.
probably going to die
Yeah,
from the
that's been
cancer
pretty good
anyway,
for a
it's a
while.
big difference. It doesn't matter, like, if you're eating chocolate or, you know, something
Yeah.
else. It's like,
Yeah, you're probably not going to get lung cancer from the weed smoke before the cancer gets you. So, fucking hell yeah. Why
yeah.
not?
Yeah,
And you'll be
they
able to
just
eat
want you to
and
eat anything.
much better quality of life, I would imagine.
Yeah, oh yeah. And it was
Yeah. I
definitely
don't
a
know. I
lot,
didn't
like,
think of
better.
that.
Like, it helped with a lot of the pain, too, and stuff, so.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
know when
even
my
think of that
dad
with my
was,
dad.
the 3 times he was
Try that.
doing cancer stuff, man, the weed was a godsend for appetite and pain and all the other stuff, man. It was a big difference in his quality of life.
Jesus. I feel like a real asshole for not thinking of that from my dad. Because he was obviously struggling with the fucking appetite
Oh,
for
but
quite a
when
while
was
at the
this
end there.
though? You know what I mean? Like what year?
Hmm. Yeah,
Because it,
fuck,
it
how long ago
really
was
hasn't
that?
been like super common knowledge
I haven't gotten
for
good at it.
all that long, considering, you know.
No, I was definitely aware of the like for anybody with cancer helping the appetite. I was definitely
Oh yeah.
that's why I'm kind of pissed at myself for not thinking of it. But my brothers were too, so I guess it's not totally on me. I just tried to make them like as tasty as food as possible, and that kind of helped them eat. But ah man, ah, yeah, it's
Man.
yeah. I'm not like gonna guilt myself too much over it, but
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
really wish I would have thought of that.
A lot of the times for my dad's cancer stuff, a lot of the times it would be like, I would if I was cooking dinner, it would be like, all right, I'm gonna cook for the family. Now, what do you want to eat, pops? Like what are you gonna eat? Anything you want. You want a big old
Yeah,
fucking burger? You want a
yeah. Is
fucking
there anything
steak?
you feel like?
You want pancakes? You want a fresh waffle? Like whatever the fuck you want. Like I'm gonna make that too. Because it was like he didn't eat a whole lot, so it was like super easy to make whatever it was anyway. It was just like, all right, well, I'm not gonna fucking
Yeah, yeah. Make his own shit. Whip up some
leave it
whatever
as fucking
he
starved to
feels like
death because
eating.
we're trying to make you eat whatever shitty food we're eating right now that you don't like and you would normally be fine with, but you know, it's
Yeah,
just
not.
you're fucking tired and sick and you know, not real hungry. So
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough.
but yeah, it made a big difference. He was
Yeah,
able
my
to eat a
fat ass
lot
is
more,
having a
and
hard time imagining
yeah.
just not being able, just not having an appetite to eat is very foreign to my brain, to my
Oh,
fat
have
brain.
you ever done keto? Because that is
No.
that is one of the things about keto that's really fucking weird to get used to. So for the first 2 or 3 days, it's kind of a struggle to get there, right? Like you're not eating, you gotta like not eat sugar, and you gotta only eat like 12 grams of carbs. Like I think it's like 20, no more than 20 grams of carbohydrates a day, and you can't eat more than like 10 at a time. So like you breakfast, lunch, or dinner can't be
Right.
more than 10 carbs at very most at once. And
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
after
yeah. My mom's
about I'd say a
like almost constant,
week and a
like,
half, your appetite is completely gone. Like no matter how long it's been since
that's
you've
pretty
eaten, you
fucking
have
crazy.
no hunger at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you have to like kind of force yourself to eat then? Like I
It's
imagine you
not
got to
like
get hunger pains at
forcing
some point.
yourself to eat. It's not like you're over full. Like you're not like I'm full and I can't eat anymore.
Right.
You're just like I don't want to eat anything. I'm good. I'm all
Oh,
right.
yeah. Yeah, and at some point you're just like, oh, I should probably eat something.
Well, yeah. You recognize that you're like you could
Yeah.
eat for
Or do
sure.
you
You're like, oh yeah, I could
like
eat.
that?
I could eat if I wanted to. Yeah. And so you have to like eat it like certain times. Like
Yeah.
I
Well, I
was
guess.
very careful to eat it. Like I will eat one meal at lunch. I will eat one meal at breakfast. And I like make myself eat. But it wasn't like I didn't need
All
to.
right. Yeah,
I
that's
could
kind
have
of what I was
very
wondering.
easily skipped all my meals every day and been like, oh, whatever. It was a very strange feeling.
Yeah. I would assume you'd get like hunger pains eventually,
Yeah,
right?
I think I
Or
probably
no? Is
would.
it really
I
that
was
crazy?
very careful because I was like, look, I want to have
Yeah.
an intake of X number of calories per day. I think it was like just like 2,000 I was shooting for. And then
Yeah. That sounds about right.
keeping the carbs low. It was like I want to get about 2,000 calories a day and keep the carbs low. And I'll over time I'll get like better at the what do you call it? Like how much I'm eating. Like I was going to lower the calories over time. But then it just got to the point of being just so boring eating the same shit all the time that it was so not worth it.
Right.
Because like you can't eat fruit, you can't eat like like a lot of the vegetables, you can't eat much of those, and it's like, sometimes you just want like a fucking apple or a banana,
Right. Yeah, just some variety.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like at a certain point, you've had so many
Dude.
fucking ribeye steaks that you just don't really want another ribeye steak. Seems weird, but like it happens.
Dude, it's funny. I just got there was one of those like call kind of specials on like a 3-pack of ribeyes, a boneless ribeyes.
Ooh, nice.
Like $36 for 3 ribeyes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we had to eat them
how
within like
expensive
3
they've
days.
gotten.
I think I made, yeah. Yeah, no, that was a super deal, dude. Like it was on sale already for like the whole price.
I bought 3 ribeyes from Costco for almost $100 not long ago.
Yeah, and this one like it was already on sale, and I think it was like $54 or something.
Yeah.
But then I guess it didn't sell at that, so they did the super reduced price at 36.
Because it was getting to the point
fantastic.
where it was like cook it or throw it away. We can only sell it for so much longer. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I told my mom, like, hey, there's 3 of them in there, so if you want to cook one, go ahead.
That's about half the price. That's one of the best ribeyes I've had in a long time. If you were just buying normal ones.
Yeah, I think it was more than I think it was like 60% off, dude. It was a really good deal. Because I think it was close to 5 pounds total.
But
for $36. I don't know exactly what.
And Costco usually has a steep discount.
Yeah,
but like, and they're really good quality steaks. But it was like $100 and some odd dollars for like 3 steaks. So you made a hell of a deal.
Yeah, the third one I told her, I'm like if it's still in there and you want to make it, because it's got to be made really soon. But I ended up making it anyway because I could smell that it was kind of like it wasn't smelling great. It didn't smell like rotten or anything, but you can
I know
kind of
exactly
tell.
what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. There's like a scent.
Yeah, so it was at that point. So I ended up making it like really late that night. Yeah, but I just cooked the hell out of it. Like I'm not fucking around.
Oh yeah, you're not making a rare steak at that point. No.
Yeah, so I cooked it to medium well. Still really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a nice little one.
Well, the Costco steaks, I butterflied those so that they were like half as thick because they're like an inch and a half thick. And then
they do the
froze them like that, so I could still cut them in half again if I wanted to without unfreezing them, but they're much more manageable sized steaks right now.
Yeah. Do you ever you've tried like Bluebell ice cream before, right?
Yes. I did not find the gooey butter cake version of it yet. But also,
no,
I want to try a gooey butter cake. I've never had a gooey butter cake, but it sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, it looks interesting. There's a little picture in the Bluebell one that I sent, but I also looked it up. But yeah, apparently it's really a popular thing around the St. Louis area.
Yeah, because I never, I
Because yeah, I had
vaguely
never
remember
fucking heard
hearing
of it.
about it before that, but like not really. You know, it's not a
Yeah, I had
thing that's
never
normal.
heard of it. Yeah, so it seems to be for whatever reason local to the St. Louis area. But yeah, I definitely want to look up a recipe and try that shit. But dude, yeah, the that flavor ice cream is really fucking good.
Let's see.
Yeah, they've come out with a lot. It seems like they've came out with a lot of new flavors recently from Bluebell. What was the other one? It was like an apple crisp, I think it was called. That one was pretty good. It was like vanilla ice cream with like some kind of
Oh,
apple
it's a
crisp shit
cake. It's a
piece,
cake
pieces.
layer, like a cake mix layer, with like a cream cheese layer on top.
Oh, is that what it is?
So you take like
Interesting.
your yellow cake mix, right? It has other directions for how to like mix it in, but there's like a block of cream cheese that's melted in with a bunch of other shit on top of it.
Ah, interesting. Cream
Yeah,
cheese is
okay, and it
good.
gets all baked at the same time.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing?
Huh.
I'm checking a couple
I guess
recipes
that's
here real
why.
quick. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cream
I
cheese.
assume the
It's like
top.
cheesecake kind of on top of a regular cake. It sounds really good.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I assume the top layer is the gooey.
Yeah, I was not expecting the
Um.
cream cheese layer on top. No, I was not. I was thinking it was going to be more likely,
Yeah.
you know what a pecan
Yeah.
pie like thing is, like the pecan pie kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was expecting it to
Yeah.
be
Something
like
like that.
egg and
Yeah.
butter and syrup cooked together on the top layer to be like a gooey sort of custardy layer like that. I was not
Yeah.
expecting cream
Yeah.
cheese
But
involved.
as soon as you said it, I was like, wow, that's a great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea. I wish I would have known of that
Oh,
before.
our
Like,
fucking we have a family recipe that we've done for forever, and it's lemon crazy cake is what we call
mm,
it, and it's you take a pack of yellow cake mix, you add one extra egg, and you add a pack of lemon jello mix into it, and you bake it like you normally would. You let it cool all the way down. You take a fork and you poke a bunch of holes all over the top of it, just a fucking ton of holes. And then you make a like a lemon glaze with the zest and the lemon juice of a one lemon, and about a cup or two
nice.
of sugar, depending on how thick you want a glaze. And you just pour the glaze over the
Right.
top and let it like soak in for a little while and let it sit for like an hour or so, and then go back and cut it, and it's like fucking amazing.
That sounds
So,
really good.
oh
Dude,
god,
my grandmother used to make, um, my grandfather had like an insane sweet tooth, right? So this is like the sweetest fucking dessert I've ever had. But it would basically be like the bottom layer would be like a essentially like a graham cracker crust, but like crushed up graham crackers mixed with like some kind of syrup, right?
okay.
And then it would be like just like whipped cream and like cherries on top of the whipped cream. And again, it's I got to see if it exists anywhere else. They called it banana split cake. So I want to see if that's an
Interesting. That
actual
sounds
thing or if
really
that's just a
good.
thing.
I recently saw a
Yeah, let me
recipe
get a
that was
picture of it. So oh no, there's a layer of something. Sorry, I'm missing a layer. I forget exactly what it is, but I'm gonna get a picture because it looks like it. Yeah. There's a layer of custard or something. Here, I'll show it to you.
let's see.
Yeah, this is definitely it. It looks like they added a layer of like pineapple or something on this one. But yeah, some kind of not custard, but something like that. Some kind of weird I don't know, cake nougat. Yeah, take a look at that. So yeah, this one doesn't look like because my grandmother would put a lot of syrup mixed in with that bottom layer to where it was
Oh
like
wow.
more than the she would make it to where there was like more syrup than could a little more syrup than could quite be
Is there
absorbed
also a
by
layer of
all the graham
bananas? It looks
crackers.
like there's. It's kind of hard to tell because it's kind of a low res image, but it looks like you got graham
Yeah, that's
crackers, some
probably
sort
what
of
it
custard, like a banana layer, and then whipped cream and cherries and nuts.
is. Right?
Which
Yeah, I
Looks
thought there
delicious.
might be pineapple in that one, but
Oh,
yeah,
pineapple.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
as opposed to it's like all the toppings.
It might be.
Maybe it's banana pudding.
I'm actually thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what the stuff is right above the graham crackers,
Yeah, it's got to
right?
be like banana pudding mix or something that they put in
Yeah,
there. Oh,
yeah. I
okay.
can't remember. It's been a very long
Recently,
time, but
we
yeah, it's
came across a
still
recipe that was
fucking.
a graham cracker crust with like pecan pie filling on top.
Mm,
Not quite the
that
same
is
as a pecan
interesting.
pie, but close enough. Is it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
That's like a
yeah,
thing
I
that I
gotcha.
just saw recently. So this one looks pretty good. We do
All right.
banana pudding. Like it's not quite like this. There's no cherries and there's no pineapple. But you do like a
Mm,
graham cracker kind of like layer on the bottom, or Nilla wafers
mm.
is better. And then
Oh, no
you put
wafers
like
are so good.
regular vanilla pudding in there, and you mix in a bunch of slices of bananas, right? And then you
Yeah,
put in like another layer of Nilla wafers on the top, and it's like so good. So like but it's
yeah.
like the banana or the pineapple, the probably banana custard, and then that sounds really good,
Mm.
man. I'd be down for
Yeah,
that.
dude, it's the sweetest thing, dude. It was the sweetest thing I've ever eaten, dude.
Yeah, you
To
don't
this
usually
day.
sweeten the
Yeah,
fucking crusts like that to that
yeah,
extent.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but again, like I said, my grandfather had crazy fucking sweet tooth. He
Oh,
lived
what
to
is
be
it
like
that we just
91.
did? I just did recently. Was I made arepas, which are like corn flatbread cake kind of things from Venezuela, and it's
All
just
right,
you take that instant cornmeal stuff you get that you make like tortillas and shit out of, or like tamales or whatever,
right, right.
and then you just
Yeah,
mix it
yeah.
in with water and salt, let it sit for a few minutes, and then pat it out into like half-inch thick patties, and they're about the diameter of a baseball, and fucking fry it, and then like finish it for like 10 minutes in the oven at like 350 after it's like nicely browned on the outside. And those
Interesting.
were
I thought you said a rapist. I thought you said a rapist at first.
yes, I made a rapist. It's Arepas, so arepas.
Yeah, no. As soon as
It
I
sounds
realized it was like
exactly like what
Spanish,
it's.
I
Yeah,
got
it
it.
sounds exactly like you're saying a rapist. No, I 100% get that. Yeah, no arguments there. But goddamn,
Yeah.
dude,
That's another pick of a
once you
different style of
finished it,
banana.
you take and you
Mm-hmm.
like fucking cut it in half, like you slice it in half like sandwich bread, and then you fucking fill it with whatever you want, like cheese and meat and sauce or whatever, and then fucking run it back in the oven for another 15-20 minutes to like melt all the cheese and warm everything up, and holy shit, that stuff is good.
Yeah.
So fucking
Yeah.
tasty.
Talking about dude, the gooey butter cake thing, the cream cheese reminded me that cream cheese is like a incredibly versatile like ingredient.
Yeah, oh
Like
yeah.
you can eat it like on a sandwich. You know what I mean? Like spread it on bread and eat like a ham sandwich or whatever the fuck.
Oh
But
yeah,
then you can
nothing
also
like a
make all
bagel
kinds of.
sandwich, man. Throw some cream cheese on a bagel, and then put like sliced turkey or ham, smoked salmon, whatever you want. Yeah, it's super good. It's in
Yeah, and then it
sushi. It's in a
also
lot of
has
different kinds of sushi.
Oh, right, right. But yeah, and then it's also used in all kinds of desserts and shit.
Yeah, you
Like,
got
that's
your
kind of crazy.
cheesecakes, your
There's a whole lot of
custards, your stuff like that.
dude.
My sister
There was a
makes
place.
a mildly spicy chicken cheesy noodle bake thing with cream cheese in it.
Nice.
It comes out
Dude, there
super
was a
good,
place.
super savory.
There was a place in a dairy in upstate New York that my mom and them had gone back, to visit family in upstate New York or whatever, where I'm from. And there was this dairy that made that all kinds of cheeses, and all of them were really fucking good. Like the best extra sharp cheddar I've ever had. But they also had one that was called chocolate cheese chocolate or chocolate cheese, whatever it was. Um, and I didn't think it'd be that good because I was, I realized that cream cheese they were talking about, and I thought they were putting some weird fucking cheddar or some kind of shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's basically just like chocolate and mixed with cream cheese. It's so fucking creamy and so delicious, dude.
That
I want to
that
make
sounds
it. I
fucking
keep forgetting
amazing.
to do it. Yeah, I keep wanting to make it because it'd be easy to make it like quick fudge recipe where you just use like evaporated milk or
Yeah.
condensed milk, whatever, the one that's super sweet. Yeah,
I know what you're
and
talking
with
about.
like
Yeah,
chocolate
sweetened
chips or
condensed
whatever.
milk. Yeah. Actually,
Yeah, yeah,
they're
you can make
both
a
super fucking sweet. Actually, come to think of it, evaporated
yeah,
and sweetened
yeah,
condensed, they both have a lot of sugary content to it. So I don't know. Yeah,
yeah.
it's one or the other.
But
But yeah, I
yeah,
know what you're
I don't know
talking
if
about.
I
Yeah,
mentioned that.
it's like chocolate, a little bit of peanut butter if you want it, and then like evaporated or sweetened condensed milk, and you just like melt it together, stir it up, and let it cool back off, and boom,
Yeah,
fudge.
it's really indistinguishable from whatever the other actual fudge recipe is, and it's insanely
Mm,
easy to make.
it's close enough that it makes very little difference, but I have actually made like real
Yeah, yeah,
fudge, and
yeah. Oh yeah,
there is a very you can tell the difference.
yeah, yeah. No, I don't doubt that, but it's the other way is well. I don't know. Actually, no. Is it?
I will also say, having
My
actually
favorite
made
recipe.
real fudge, it's not enough of a
Yeah,
difference that I want to make real fudge over making that. I will make that 100 times out of 100.
yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like the way with the evaporator condensed milk or whatever, is so fucking easy
Yeah,
that I was like, I never even looked into it because I'm like, this is really like, even if the other fudge is better, I'm like, this is so fucking good and it's so easy to
yeah.
make.
Given the
Really, really
choice,
boil it.
100 out of 100 times, I am going to do the easy one.
Dude,
it's
the
so
best one
close
I've
that it's like I would never waste my time making real fudge unless there was a really specific reason I had to. Because
right, right.
it's a real big
Yeah,
pain
no,
in the
dude,
ass. You have to have a
the best
candy
one.
thermometer. You gotta have a lot of experience
Right.
knowing like when to cut the heat because it's gonna keep heating up after you turn
Yeah,
it off. Oh my god, it's such a pain
very
in
easy
the
to
ass.
learn. And, yeah, yeah, dude. One of them that works really great. Is you buy like the giant Reese's peanut butter candy bars. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like they're like
Yeah, they're fucking really good on their own. But
oh yeah.
dude, make if you like chocolate peanut butter fudge, it's about two and a half of those giant bars to one thing of the condensed milk or whatever. That is like perfect because like if you add three, it's too thick. If you do only two, it's not thick enough and it's too gooey and runny. But about two and a half of those with one of the cans of the uh, I don't know why I can never keep which one is which straight between evaporated and sweetened condensed. But whatever one that's supposed to use for that. And two and a half of those giant bars is perfect for peanut butter fudge,
Oh, you know what sounds better?
peanut
What
butter
also
chocolate
sounds
fudge.
really nice about that recipe is you also have a half a candy bar left to eat.
Indeed, and that is a really good. That is definitely my favorite candy bar. And
Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely. It is fucking. That is a tasty one. I like the Take Fives. Those are like probably my favorites. Where it's like
Take
pretzel,
five.
caramel, and peanut butter in chocolate.
Okay, and I'm sure I've tried that before, but it's been decades.
It's like a Take Five.
I
The
gotta
one
try
thing
one
that
again.
weirded me out is recently I bought like a pack of like Hershey's like mixed chocolate things where it's like Rolos and Hershey's Kisses and little Hershey's candy bars. And
Right, right.
Hershey's chocolate now tastes like Palmer's chocolate to me. So I think sometime recently they've downgraded their recipe or something because it's not nearly as good quality as it was before. Because it was never like Hershey's is the best chocolate ever, but it was a good solid chocolate. Now it's like if I was
Yeah,
going to
for
go
mass
camping
produced
and make like
chocolate.
s'mores, I would not buy Hershey's.
Wow. Okay.
I would
Yeah, I
upgrade to
haven't had one.
Ghirardelli. I would
I haven't-
update to Ghirardelli. I'm like I'm not going to eat shitty
Yeah,
chocolate in its s'mores, man.
yeah,
Because it
yeah. I
tasted
hear you,
like
dude.
Palmer's, man. It was
That's
like
tough. Yeah,
oily and greasy
it's
and
really good. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna compare it to like at the place in Carlsbad when we were in California.
yeah,
But Hershey's was really, really good
yeah. It
for
was a good quality
mass-produced
candy bar.
chocolate. For yeah, mass-produced chocolate, it was really fucking. So yeah, that sucks that they've downgraded. I wonder if that has to do with the whole crazy hyperinflation shit
Either
where they're
that or
making
the
smaller.
place I bought it was making fucking counterfeit
Like
fucking Hershey's products. I don't know.
the idea of bootleg Hershey products is really funny.
Oh yeah, but you know China does all the fake meals and shit all the time, dude.
Right, right.
Or not fake meals, fake
God
foods.
damn.
They fake a lot of foods, make fake eggs and fake rice and fake fucking oil and all that nasty
Yeah.
shit.
Street oil.
God, can you fucking
China sucks.
imagine not knowing that you're eating fucking oil that was reclaimed from a fucking sewer?
Yeah, that is disturbing. Yeah, no, I don't think I don't ever plan on going to China. But if I did, I feel like I would have to bring all the food that I was going to eat, like,
Yeah, as like
with
a
me.
safety measure, bring like a fuck ton of bottled water and food and shit. Which is sad because, like, if you're going to go travel somewhere, the like 90% of the reason you want to travel there is because they have like food and stuff that you won't
Yeah,
get at home that you get to try and like.
yeah, a unique cuisine. Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess it's unique technically in China, not
Well,
in a
the thing
good
is,
way,
it's
but
like probably similar to India though, like where like there are safe places to go to eat. You just have to know which ones. You know, like you need like a guide.
yeah, yeah. You need a local that's not going to fuck you over.
Yeah, you need somebody.
Yeah, I don't know why that
You
I
pay
do that.
somebody to take you to like the places where it's safe to eat and tourist attractions that it's safe to go visit. That keep you
Yeah,
away from the
yeah. The idea of
pickpockets and
bringing
the
my
shit. You know,
Yeah, the idea of bringing my own food reminded me of that story from way back that one of you guys, I forget who did it, but they bring two big gift
Classholes.
jars. Yeah, it reminded
Classholes
me
did
of
that
that.
his trip to fucking Europe where he was gonna eat fistfuls of peanut butter. He's like he had a whole
Yeah,
itinerary, and then like every so often his itinerary included, and then eat a handful of peanut butter.
yeah, that be the one.
Oh
It was
god, that was
ridiculous.
fucking hilarious. Wonder where that dude went to. Wonder what happened to him. Like I always assume he fucking found pussy, but like you know, I
Yeah,
hope it wasn't
yeah, yeah.
anything more
That's
sinister. Like he didn't like get in a car accident, and fucking die, getting walking across the street or something.
right, right. Yeah, no, don't stick with the happy ending. He found pussy and lived happy.
And he found pussy and lived happily ever after. Well, those two things don't necessarily equal a happy ending. To be fair.
Yeah, yeah. Well, again, we're going with the super happy Scooby Doo ending. So
Yeah.
let's say he did. He found the one woman that wouldn't drive her nuts and lived happily ever after.
Well, now you're just going into fiction.
Yeah,
I don't think that woman
yeah, we don't
exists.
know. Right. Yeah, yeah. But again, the whole thing's fiction. So
True.
fuck it.
Yeah, you know what? You're
Super
right.
happy ending.
I'm gonna imagine him surrounded by really
Yes.
nice women who don't lie or do anything obnoxious.
Right. Yeah. Who actually operates off of logic and not emotion. That girl. A bunch of those.
That is
Why not?
why my friend is gonna leave Texas, because his fucking girl can't fucking handle living in a place where other people don't agree with her. Like, fucking get over it. Like,
Yeah, that is crazy, dude. Yeah, going from Texas to any of the Oregon, Washington.
yeah, and like, if it was a case of like you just don't want to live in Texas because it's too hot, or like if there was some other reason, it would be less like offensive. But it's like,
Yeah,
you're gonna leave one of the most financially stable situations you could possibly be in to because people don't agree with your politics. Like,
yeah,
fucking really?
and you're gonna move places that have become liberal fucking shitholes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those areas are fucking beautiful as far as natural beauty and shit. Especially if you can handle, near constant rain or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice to visit. I loved fucking driving through Oregon and Washington that one time. But yeah, it was almost constantly, at least drizzling, and usually raining pretty fucking hard, about half the time.
I would leave California in a hot minute,
Beautiful.
but I would absolutely miss how beautiful California is.
Yeah, Northern California is very similar. Yeah, it's not that far away. But yeah, just even more fucking, you know, growing shit on top of growing shit on top of growing shit, just green everywhere. Yeah, it's a beautiful fucking, yeah, yeah, near the coast anyway. Oregon and Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you say, even the regular non-redwood trees grow to like a few hundred feet tall. That was the thing that really fucked me up. Is driving
Oh
down the
yeah,
road and they're
dude.
just
Like
rows and
there's
rows.
redwood trees here where you can drive through
Mhm. Oh
them.
yeah,
Like you
yeah. I
literally
remember seeing
drive
that.
through the fucking stump of a redwood tree or through the fucking living redwood tree. Like it's crazy how big they are.
Yeah. Oh,
2
yeah. Oh no, I
lanes.
remember seeing that picture. I remember seeing that fucking picture of cars driving through the cutout redwood, like when I was in New York as a kid. So yeah, that one's pretty well done. It's in all the textbooks, apparently, or it used to be
And if you
anyway.
think redwood trees are big, there are a few bunya trees around.
Not familiar with that. I know there's spruce trees that get
So the
crazy big.
pine cones of a bunya tree are about twice the size of a basketball.
Jesus, dude.
Like, y'all don't want to walk under one.
Yeah, I was gonna say there is at
Um,
least one person has surely gotten killed by one of those
they
at
got rid of
some
them in
point.
my downtown. They used to have them downtown where I lived, in my town.
Mm,
And it was funny because there was this huge section of area in the downtown main square that's gone. All of this is gone now. But they had the 3 bunya trees and all these signs that were like, park under bunya trees at own risk. Bunya pine cones fall whenever the fuck they feel like falling, and if they land on your car will be destroyed. like,
you have been warned.
yeah, you're warned. No one's gonna give you money for it. You're gonna be fucking shit out of luck. So don't do it.
Yeah, dude.
And there's
But
still a
those
few
like
in
I
other
wonder how.
areas in California, but like most of them now, I think are all in like Australia or something. But I don't remember if
I
they
wonder if
grew
that would
bigger
actually like
than redwoods,
impact
but
them.
they certainly grew as tall.
Yeah, I wonder if one of those things would actually like dent like concrete or like the sidewalk or like the
Oh
asphalt
yeah.
when they fell. Yeah, they would, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts, dude. Hmm. I can
And
kind of see
they're
why
a
they got
pine
rid of
tree.
them.
Oh, okay, it's
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Arachoria bidwilli,
Hmm.
commonly known as the bunya pine, banya, or bunya. It's a large evergreen. Oh, maybe their pine cones are only the size of a basketball and a half. Hold on here.
Yeah, either way, that's big. That's fucking crazy big.
And the nuts are edible, I think, too, which is kind of cool.
Is a spruce tree
Here we go.
conifer?
Here's a guy holding 2 of them so you can get an idea.
I think. Okay, yeah, a spruce tree is a pine tree. It looks like. Yeah, the Sitka spruce. I remember hearing about those crazy hikes too. Mhm.
But check out
Yeah, known for its
the
extensive
Discord
size and
picture.
adaptability. It's the largest. God damn, dude. That's like a double pineapple. It looks like a double-sized pineapple.
Yeah, they're fucking massive. You can understand what it means though too. That thing lands on the top of your car.
Yeah.
It's gonna damn
Yeah,
near
it's
leave a
not the
hole in the
dried
fucking
out.
roof. It's done. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a, yeah, because again, my first instinct was thinking of it like dried up after it
Oh
dispensed its
yeah, no, they
seed.
fell when they're
But
green
no,
like that.
before
Yeah, they
that,
didn't. They dried out on the
yeah,
ground.
yeah, they're super fucking dense, man. Yeah, that's nuts. That is scary.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm sure it was great to have those trees around, but that is a hazard
Yeah,
to like life.
I think it's unfortunate that they got rid of them. I think they could have just built a fence around them so that no one could get that close
Yeah,
without
yeah,
being
or nets underneath them or
incredibly
something
fucking
like that would
stupid.
catch them.
But I think that
Yeah,
they could have been done or like nets or something. But yeah, I understand why they got rid of them. It's probably a lot cheaper and a lot Like, not a lot
Danger to the
easier on
public.
the minds of the fucking city council to be like, we don't have to worry about what happens when somebody fucking dies from one now.
Yeah, you'd have to worry about the liability of this damn crazy tree.
Yeah. I mean, I would recommend just
Yeah,
laughing because, like,
unfortunate.
you know, if you tell people not to be under something and they ignore it and then they end up dead, it's kind of like their own fucking fault, so who cares? But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would have the signs plastered absolutely everywhere, so that the family can't claim I didn't.
I don't know. How were we supposed to know? Yeah, that is the most obnoxious shit.
Yeah. Oh shit, we're like way past
Oh
time. I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
if you've
yeah. It is
noticed.
time to go. Time to call it.
Start talking about food earlier from
I
now
think
on, I guess.
yeah. The food got me distracted. Well, Mad Metal
As
Man
did it
seems to have
me.
gone and gotten his food. So
Right
adios,
on.
buenos nachos.
Nope.